So, let's get going. Thank you all. I'm very excited to be leading you through this adventure. I hope it's fun. We'll see. We'll see where you guys take me. Also, just for the two new people, I'll just say one more comment. So it's going to start, just going to appear somewhere. And some people may know each other, and some people may not. So you may not know what's going on. So you appear on a beautiful sunny day in what appears to be a small village, and you are standing, the six of you, just outside a large two-story half-timber building. There are a few stairs that lead up to large green wooden double doors that are open. There's a river behind you nearby and some docks, and then there's several buildings scattered around. Mm-hmm. From the windowsills of the building hang planters containing flowers, chrysanthemums. They are almost black in color, shiny, and as your perspective shifts, you notice several underlying colors that briefly appear and disappear, including dark green and purple and blue, kind of like the plumage of a starling. They are strikingly beautiful. As you look around, you see these same flowers in flower beds and gardens of planters throughout the village. You can tell by the sun, it's late morning, heading towards noon. There are townspeople passing by. You basically see humans. They don't take much notice of you. They seem happily busy with various tasks. Some are purposefully carting vegetables, gourds, barrels, various materials. You can hear some banging in the distance. You see beyond this building, and there's a town square kind of off to the left. And there you can hear and see work being done there to erect poles. You see a stage coming together. There's colorful tarps. No one really seems to pay attention to you. Except there is this white dog standing a little ways off, short distance from you, that is staring, the dog is staring at you, lets out a few barks. What do you do?
Ah!
Wow.
Ah!
Oh, yet another place.
Ugh.
Oh my god. You.
I know you.
You're new. What
Who
Yes.
are you, my horned friend?
My name is Bagheera. You seem to know more about what's going on than I do.
You are stuck in the transporting as well. I think I saw you appear.
This has never happened to me before. Perhaps you would...
Better start getting used to it.
Oh, indeed. Well, that's reassuring.
It's happened to me like 2 or 3 times. It's pretty trippy. This one was like much mellower than my last one.
Yes, we keep flashing between places. We fought a demon and a devil, and I don't know, there was a boat. I made smoke on a boat. All these things are happening, and
We don't know.
I think they are all a dream. Welcome to the dream.
Right. Well,
And who are you, my large friend?
Oof. What's going on? Who are you? Well, I guess I'm here for a reason, so might as well get started.
Oh, I love that. That's such a good attitude. That's so good.
You see from the doorway comes a largish for a gnome, large gnome, handsome gnome. He has a receding hairline and long flowing hair and a mustache, bushy mustache. He is dressed in beautiful bright and blue, beautiful bright and blue and green gown. It's pinched at the waist, and on the gown are embroidered in silver images of various flowers and some grains and vegetables. And he does see you standing outside of this building from which you emerge. He looks you up and down and smiles, and then he approaches you. And he addresses you as a group. His voice is pleasant, but slightly slurred, and his words seem to kind of meld into each other. And he speaks in a somewhat of a French accent, but he speaks very clearly in the common tongue. I should say not a French accent, the accent of Bourgogne. He's kind of French.
Where is this place?
And he says, frankly, I did not believe her. But alas, here you are. Oh, and what a striking, unusual, and handsome group you are. Please, she is expecting you. If you follow me, I will lead you to her.
Oh yes, of course. Another quest. Yes. I told you, my friends, we come to a place.
We're expected.
People ask us something to do, and we go away again. It will never end.
Be warned, my friends. Often these quest givers are creatures of great evil.
I am surprised you would say that about her. She is wonderful. She is the lady of this village. And you,
Yes,
my friend from
are you a
Morgone.
20-foot demon? I will start ritual casting detect magic.
Are you going to keep that for 10 minutes?
I'm gonna start doing that.
As you walk in?
Yes.
As you lead you into our castle.
Good.
You are,
Yes, let us know, my friend, what sort of fiend, archfiend
Sorry.
is before us.
Disguised
Disguised as a humble.
you are from Morgone, no?
Oui.
Please, follow me. One of the stranger gnomes from Morgone I've seen.
Well, yes.
As he leads you and he introduces himself, he is Giovanni Oro. And for some reason thought Morgone was Italian. So he is Giovanni Oro.
From now on, Italian is included in Bordeaux.
It's a mix.
Yeah,
it's a
he
mixed
migrated.
Yeah, there's no Italian place yet, so now
a mixed
Italian.
class.
It's the west. It's the western part is Italian.
So he leads you through the doors and through an entry hall and into a room on the left where there is a dining table that has been set for six. But you see some servants quickly adding 2 additional places. And there you see a handsome woman with short blonde hair, wearing a white blouse, leather pants, and a black jacket. Imagine kind of Kate Blanchett. She exudes a quiet air of authority, and she welcomes you. Please, please, come in. We are about to eat. Will you please join us?
And how exactly did you summon us, may I ask? Madam.
Well, I really don't know. I have a need for some help, and my friend Giovanni, he brought you in here. I assume this is because of the need I have.
And may I inquire, madam, are you some sort of gigantic archfiend with a rainbow sword or perhaps a thorned flaming whip?
Well, I suppose there's only one way for you to find out, but you have a great imagination, I can tell. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lady Elifar Morgan, and this town you are in is Wormwood. This is part of my estate.
Wormwood?
Yes. Please have a seat. And she
I have heard of this place.
Oh, you have?
Wormwood.
Ah, yes.
We are in Wormwood?
Yes. Are you still? You have not. You were chanting, but now it seems like you're engaging me. That's great.
I'm just saying this in between chants. I'm giving the eye to the other people and saying, Wormwood? Wormwood?
This is, she looks over at Giovanni and says, "Are you sure these are the only people you saw outside?" And he says, "Yes, they were standing there."
Ma'am, pleasure to meet you. My name is Bagheera. May I ask, I'm new to all this, were you expecting us specifically or just some people?
I was just hoping that there would be some people that could help me with something that needs to be done. Please have a seat and we will bring out the food.
All right. Fair enough.
Well, I for one am hungry. These Bourgogne gnomes aren't known for their cuisine, but I suppose I could stomach it today.
Oh, don't worry. Giovanni is, first of all, an excellent cook, but he did not prepare the food. And Giovanni says, yes, I have picked up a lot. I should wait for Jake for a second. Anyways, as this
I've heard the ales of Wormwood are delicious.
I love me a tall glass of ale.
Some servants bring you out some soup. And Lady Morgan explains this is soup made of late season white spargle, a specialty in the area. It's very labor intensive to cultivate, but it's much better than the purple and green spargle you find in Greater Alenia.
Cool.
in the east.
If you don't mind, I just like to I like to say a little prayer before I eat, and I'm gonna start casting detect poison really quick. Just before we eat, if you guys can just give me. I just need a few minutes.
You know,
10 minutes,
Chesley-
and just-
And let me just ask Radical. This is a spell. Forgive me.
Thank you very much.
I'm new to all this. This is a spell you're casting. or you
Yes.
have this ability?
it's a spell.
You guys want?
I would, yeah. Thank you.
What are you casting?
Detect poison.
How many spell slots do you have?
I have
4 and
3.
three.
3 level 1s, and then I have a level 2 that I can throw whenever I want because of my
Awesome.
tieflingness.
Awesome. Tiefling. Okay.
I'm just saying, I would like to say a prayer before we eat, and I'm casting Detect Poison.
That's a
And
great
I'm
way.
going to do just a little divine sense because of the nature of the last few quest givers, and just send out a little telepathic ray to see if there are any fiends or undead in the room.
Okay.
In other words,
Should we
So,
all be chanting? That seems to be the thing.
You.
I don't know what y'all are
We can hold
saying.
hands if you want, or sometimes
Yes.
sway.
So you. So after Radical does this, Giovanni says, as you can see, there's nothing poisonous here. I'm very familiar. This is one of the spells I can cast too, because, well, I'm a food writer and I travel widely and learn about the foods of Alenia Toth, and I also am. You are rightfully wary of.
Have I finished casting Ritual Detect Magic?
Hold on a second. You are rightfully wary of strangers and food, but as you can see, there's no poison. You were doing divine. There are no fiends.
no fiends.
Yeah,
All right.
Jake.
Did 10 minutes pass since I started casting it?
Sure, as you're sipping the soup.
Okay, so as soon as I finish, I'm going to
By
say
the way, the soup is white sparkle. It's very good.
I'm going to say something much more important. He said Alenia Toth!
Well,
Wormwood
Well, of course.
is in Alenia Toth, and he
Yes.
said Alenia
Oh,
Toth.
Lady Morgan says,
It's-
"Oh, you've heard of our small town."
is there some reason this should come as a surprise?
We've
We
been
have
all
never
kinds
been in
of-
Alenia Toth before.
Our own homeland.
Well,
For some of us.
You're
We were
new
like
to
that.
Alenia Toth.
No, far from it.
Oh, good. Yeah, I would expect. Yes.
We have been traveling to all of these other worlds. We have never been home to Alenia Toth.
Other worlds. That's fascinating.
We've
Yes.
also never been invited anywhere by someone who doesn't turn out to be a fiend.
Well,
Do you have
She
a
laughs at this.
scroll of teleport, perchance?
please, this is very interesting. The things you bring up. No, we don't have scrolls here, my friend.
The
How
sparkle
is
is
the soup?
exemplary.
The soup
Oh,
is excellent.
nice.
Yeah, it's very buttery and
Yes,
vegetal and
rich,
creamy.
deep flavor. An excellent middle note of
Yeah.
acorn and oak.
Is
Giovanni
anything
asks
glowing
you-
from
you-
my detect magic?
What's that?
So my detect
Nothing,
magic would make anything glow that was magic.
What's the range?
30 feet.
Okay, so like this room. Yeah, you don't notice
Okay.
anything. Giovanni though looks at you when you mention other worlds, and he says, "Oh, how is the food in other worlds?"
Oh, let's see. There was a witch that gave us
Yes.
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise. Oh, we have this in Bourgogne. It's
No,
delicious.
it was the naze of a man.
I hope this is yes. I hope this is different than.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I mean, I've eaten tongue before, but
Yes.
not from a man.
The food in hell was rather strange.
In hell, you say?
Yes.
Ah.
Think of the cookbook. He says, you have of course heard of my books, I think, right? You are from Alenia Toth. You've
Oh,
heard of
yes.
Rocinante's Stomach, or What Toth Ate, and The Lost Versküche of Liebenstag. You've heard of my books,
Of course, in
Yes.
the library of the Mage College, I have come across these books.
Yeah.
Yes.
Worst Kirkia book of Liebenstag is in every dwarf's home.
Yes, I spent a couple of years traveling through Liebenstag to find the Lost Versküche. It's great. Anyways, as you, I'm sure, are here also, I came here for the festival of Chrysanthemums. I come every year. The food is amazing. It's very homey. It's not, cutting edge like you might find in Alenia Toth, but it's delicious.
Have you
Translate-
perchance
translate-
seen a room full of people in tubes here in Alenia Toth?
In Alenia Toth,
Yes.
the people in tubes.
Yes, people trapped in tubes connected to things that look like us.
Straight, once again, Lady Morgan looks over at Giovanni, like kind of. He just shakes his head.
I love your food and I love that you want us to help you, but I am a little distracted by the fact that we are here in our home.
Oh, maybe that's
perhaps,
a good sign.
Perhaps this
How can
whole
we be
nightmare
of
is over.
Oh, yes.
We can return to our homes, my friend.
my,
It's a
my
cause for celebration.
very good. Maybe you can help me too. First.
Bagheera asks an interesting
Your
question.
horned friend here, our friend here, mentioned how you can help us. Well, I can tell you. What I am in need of is the Lady of Wormwood. Well, right now we're getting ready for the annual festival of the Chrysanthemums, and you've seen the flowers outside.
Oh my
The
god.
late summer blooms. People come from all over the region to visit us, and it's a big deal. We have also very special fruits that are only available here in Wormwood at this time of the year. And well, you've probably also heard of our annual pie contest. Maybe not. We are a small town. We're not a big city like Falworth. Anyways.
Falworth. Yes. I know the city.
Yes. Have you been?
No, it's very far and very backwater. No offense, but
Well, we must be the backwater to the backwater here, she says. A little offended.
well, that is the best water. I always say.
So,
what
by
do
the
you
way,
want
as you're discussing, additional courses are brought out. You know.
Oh goodness.
So she says, we have this festival and great food and dancing and music, and every year we have a pie contest. And for the past many years, really there have been only two major contenders of any note. Our long, well-known, established citizen, who goes back many generations here in Wormwood, Mortimer Wurzelbauer. Mortimer makes these amazing apple pies, and I really hope that you have some before you leave. And he is, he's also a great philanthropist in the community. He's very popular, although a little curmudgeonly. But anyways, his apple pies have won the contest time and again. But about 5 years ago, a couple came from Millennia Top, a young couple. Just two men, Jaxel and his husband Jeremy. And, I have to say, they brought some kind of more up-to-date baking skills, and they go searching for very obscure fruits that others, that are hard to find, and they make quite an impression. Jaxel has a pie shop also in Falmouth. Anyways, Jaxel, he's started winning the pie contest every year. This caused a lot of frustration for Mortimer. The success of this interloper. But Jaxel and Jeremy are good people, a little, maybe, kind of full of themselves, as people from the city could be. But they've been here now 5 years with their daughter, and anyway, so the festival is in 2 days. People have been preparing. You probably see the villagers out there making preparations. This is a big deal for the folks here. And just this morning, there was an explosion at Jaxel's house.
Uh-oh.
And it destroyed his oven. Yes, Jaxel apparently was busy with preparing something. It's lucky that he and Jeremy escaped unharmed, his daughter too. But now his oven is destroyed. He won't be able to compete in the pie contest. This has caused a lot. We're a quiet place. This is causing a lot of unrest. Unfortunately, I would look into this myself. Of course, I'm the Lady of Wormwood, but I am also, an advisor to the Keystrom family in Falworth. And I don't know if you've heard, but there have been strange happenings in Millennia Top. They say the Queen of Millennia Top is murdered. Do you believe it? Murdered.
What?
And I must accompany some
The
of the...
beautiful Queen Aoife?
Yes, Queen Aoife, she was murdered.
Good Queen
This
Aoife
is-
Coyle, who is so good and helps the land?
Yes, and
Well-
this is what we have heard. I don't know if it's true.
This is news of the last few days as well.
Well, it's been we've heard about it over the last month, but now the Keystroms, they want to send some people to Elenia Toth. They're afraid there's chaos in the city. Who knows what the council will let them do?
Yes,
But-
maybe we can help with this. If we go to Elenia Toth, we can use the Mage College to go. I can go to Burgon. We can all go home.
This would be very good. While I prepare to join the Keystroms at Falworth and head to Elenia Toth, why don't you? I just need somebody who can help take care of this issue, and then you shall join me, perhaps.
Okay.
So, if somebody can get to the bottom of what is going on, why did the oven blow up, and also make sure the festival, it goes as, nothing odd happens.
So you are saying an oven has burned?
Yes. This is a saying in Bourgogne, right, Jonathan?
Yes.
Giovanni?
It means something that never happens. It is ironic. Yes. There is a song. It's like an oven that has burned. You know the song?
Oh yes, or like rain on your wedding day. I know that song.
Yes.
I've never heard this song. But you're telling me if we help you out with this busted oven, we can go home?
And perhaps most importantly of all, what kind of pies does Jackson bake?
Oh well. First of all, my friend, you look spiritual. Yes. I think I would be happy to have you accompany me to Elenia Toth. I don't know where your home is, but if you would like to go there and
Liebenstag.
oh, of course, yes, that makes sense.
Yes, she loves war. Yes, like all of you.
My warring days are done. A century of war is a long time.
Yes, and Bagheera, you had asked something.
Yes.
Oh, the Jaxel, he uses all these obscure fruits. I mean, you know. And she says, "Let me find my list of obscure fruits." Yes, golden watermelons, honey melons, and purple blush peaches, dreamberries and dragonberries, toth pears. Some of these you can only find in the wild; they can't be cultivated. But he's an expert.
Forager.
Yes, forager. Thank you. So.
That is the first word the barbarian has said all the time. You must have done a lot of foraging in your village or something, yes?
I've just been scarfing down all this food this whole time, just perpetually hungry. When he started talking about food, that's when I started.
The food, by the way, is superb. It's not fancy. It just everything tastes like a notch up better.
It is the best I've ever had in Bourgogne, I will say that.
Yes, you're
In Bourgogne.
you are not in Bourgogne, but
In
Or in
Bourgogne.
Wormwood.
Wormwood, which is in Greater
Excuse me.
Elenia.
Yes. in
This is the
Wormwood.
best I've had in Elenia Toth, but you know, Bourgogne is the home of the Bourgonnaise.
Indeed.
Giovanni looks at you and says,
I take
"Perhaps you
great
can-
insult.
Perhaps we could consult on an article sometime about the foods of Bourgogne."
Oh yes, I'm happy to help you with that, especially if you let me go home. So,
you go home.
what would you say would be a good starting place to discover the reason for oven burning?
Yes, well, I think you should maybe start by meeting with Jaxel and going to. He's very distressed. I don't know what you'll find, but that's the scene of the explosion, and there's not a lot that people. Nobody noticed anybody running back and forth before or after the explosion. That's where I would start.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mr. Policeman?
It seems straightforward enough. These people, for once, are not some sort of demons in disguise. Their request seems fairly straightforward, and I think it would be helpful to restore order to this town and allow them to participate in their quaint festival.
Oh yes.
By the sounds of it, we really came in on the right one.
We did.
And if misdeeds have indeed been done, we will bring the wrongdoers to justice.
I have heard of this misdeeds.
Yes.
Well,
She is nice.
all right.
So Lady Morgan overhears this and says, "Of course, I wouldn't expect you to do this for nothing. You would be, compensated.
We will punish these
Both
miscreants.
financially. Well, you can eat as much food as you want during the festival. Believe me, people will be happy to share it with you." And Giovanni says, "Oh yes." Giovanni says, "Yes, I've been going around and visiting the chefs, and I've been getting some advanced tastings of some of their food. It's great, including both of the bakers."
So there is a cooking competition happening?
Oh yes, there's a pie contest that happens
Oh
during
yes,
every
the
festival.
pie competition. Yes,
And
that is
other
what
foods are
the
being
bandstand thing is for.
Oh, that and the music and the dancing. It's the festival of the Chrysanthemums. Surely you've heard of it.
Ah yes, of course. I am. I'm thinking of this and also my office
Your
in the
office.
Mage College. Yes.
Oh, you're from the Mage College in Bourgogne.
Yes, if you help me get there, I will give you many gifts that I keep in my office.
Well, I have to go to Eleni and talk, but perhaps if you accompany us afterwards, we will get you back to Bourgogne.
So we should go talk to this Jaxil, you say?
I think
We
that
should
would
go
be a
look at
great
this
place to
oven.
start.
All right.
I love to look at ovens.
And Giovanni looks at Lady Morgan and says, "Well, aren't you going to tell them about the figure?" And she says, "Oh yes, I almost forgot. Giovanni's making a big deal out of this, but there have been some strange things going on too, even before the explosion. I wasn't paying attention to them, but there's this lady, this woman here in the town, who's kind of serves as kind of like a little bit of kind of an informal witch in a way. I don't think she's actually very magical, but she hasn't been seen in some days. She's very close to Mortimer. You know, people don't usually just disappear here. The other thing about it that was weird was when we were doing some work here on this building, we were restoring it. We found kind of a sub-cellar that I hadn't known before, and in it was this little figurine. It was of a person, like kind of an older man, and he had his hands on his belly, and his belly was kind of distended. It was very odd. We had not seen anything like this. It was made of stone.
And you have it with you now?
Well, that's the thing. Carla was very interested in this figurine, and at some point I noticed it was missing, and then I noticed she was missing.
Who is she?
The witch.
Ah, the witch.
Yes, Carla
Yes.
Ruddenberry. She's good friends with Mortimer. But I did, by chance, because I was so interested in this figure.
Carla has stolen the statue.
I kind of think that might be the case. Listen, though, I was so interested in this figure, because I thought it might have some value, that, I'd had one of my servants carve a copy in wood to send over to the Mage College in Alenia Toth to see if they had recognized it before. So here is this, and she pulls out this wooden figure. She hands it to you, and she says, I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but Giovanni thinks, maybe.
Can I tell based on my studies by looking at the thing if it's magical or anything about it?
Amateur craftsmanship.
Do an Arcana check.
14.
14.
Yeah.
You do. It looks
15.
like some soul. 15.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay.
That makes all the difference.
It looks like you've seen like figures like this. They're kind of old. Nobody knows maybe where they are from, and they seem to be associated with maybe some sort of rituals that, but you don't know any more than that.
And is my detect magic making anything glow?
No.
It's good to see you again.
Trash. I can toss this in. Jake.
Yeah. Yeah, there, I'll do it. So,
I
Should
just
we
need to take a
then
quick-
perhaps go
Can I go to the bathroom
find
really
this
quick?
Mortimer?
Yeah.
It seems like he is an esteemed chef.
there is Mortimer, there is Jaxil with the exploded oven, and there is this lady who stole the statue.
Which Carla?
I'm interested in the statue because it might be magic and, make me more powerful.
Indeed.
It's always good.
And if Witch Carla is a friend of Mortimer, then perhaps that's the direction we should head before going to the couple, I might suggest.
Agreeable to me.
Okay, so did you guys decide where you're going to go?
I'm suggesting that we go see Chef Mortimer, ask him if he has seen Carla anytime recently, but we gotta wait for these two to
Yes.
reach a
We simply can't leave
Cora.
before dessert.
all right.
She brings out a nice creme brulee for all of you to have, and some espresso. It's just all perfect.
Delightful.
He did.
I take my dwarven hands and the creme brulee is gone in 2 bites, and the espresso.
And
in
Giovanni
one
looks
shot.
at you and says, you are a real Liebensteiger.
Indeed.
Yeah. It's great. So, Jake, I'm sorry, Lenny, they were discussing where to go.
Yes, so Mortimer is the rival to Jaxil?
Mortimer is the incumbent champion, recently overthrown by
Yes.
Jackson, and he has the motive to sabotage Jackson's oven along with his.
So if we
And
witch.
friend of the missing witch.
if we
so.
start at Mortimer, we will find out more about the witch and the oven, maybe.
He also
Indeed.
possibly has the means to lend his oven to his rival in a show of good
A
sportsmanship.
very good point, sir. Yes.
That would be a thing. Yes. Yes.
So Giovanni overhears you and he says, I could guide you a little if you'd like. I have some things I got to do, including tasting more food. But so you are in this place here, and there's like the town square and a church. Jaxil's house is right over here. Okay, so and if you wanted to go to Mortimer's, it's I think this way. Is it right? Yeah. No, this way. Mortimer's is that way. So Jaxil's house is right there.
Jaxel's is close. I do feel like we should at least go look at the blast. Be like, what caused this blast? dust? What's the fire look like? Is it magical? Is
You
it...
tieflings do love craters, so let's go check it out.
I just want to see it. We don't have to spend a long time there, but if we have to pass it to go to Mortimer's house, then might as well take a
It is
peek.
amazing that we have
A
two
sensible
tieflings with
detour.
us. They are so rare. You are so rare.
Indeed.
It's a little freaky.
Yes. Okay, let us go to Jackson.
So is that the consensus?
I don't think the barbarian's done eating.
So after you've eaten and had a chance to visit the water closet if you need it, first of all, Lady Morgan thanks you for agreeing to do this and says she's going to be busy making preparations and stuff to fall with. And then Giovanni walks you out of the house and points you the way over to Jaxel's house.
Yes, I'll follow the party. Whatever you can just. I am stand ready.
Barbarian
Punish
friend, we
evil.
are going to Jaxil's house.
Okay.
The pie man
Pie?
with all of the rare fruits.
So,
Cool.
so you guys were here, and Jaxel's house is just over here. And as you go through the public square, you see lots of people preparing things, like I said, putting up a stage, putting up tarps, doing things to prepare for a festival that's going to take place in 2 days. And Jaxel's house is easy to spot because about a third of it is now just charred and in ruins.
Oh my god.
And you see two men out there, very men in their maybe late 30s. They look very stylish. They look very unhappy. One is obviously just completely distressed and beside himself. The villagers, some of them are standing around looking. There's one comforting them, and others are just going about their business. But there is like a kind of a disquiet in the area because of this explosion, you assume.
Do these guys have Last of Us vibes?
Jeremy, Jaxel is a handsome man with black hair and green eyes, clean shaven. Jeremy has brown hair. Jeremy's his husband, I think you heard his name. You will get to know them soon. And he has a stylish, urbane goatee. They're dressed very, sharply, good clothes. They stand out from the rest of the villagers.
Hello, my fellow urbane person. I hear you have some problems with your ovens.
They turn to look at you. The brown-haired one approaches. The black-haired one just looks kind of distressed, can talk. The brown-haired one says, hello. Can we help you? We're obviously dealing with an awful situation here.
Yes, we've been asked to help you.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have the exploding oven, correct?
Well, it wasn't exploding before. Yes, it's gone now. And you look, and there's just like ruins. You can see where the oven was. It's like a pile of stone that's fallen down and it's charred, and there's, like black marks everywhere.
Yes, we are here to solve the mystery of the exploding oven. And then Petunia makes a really dramatic swirl flying around us.
Wow, they both kind of look around.
Woohoo!
You can help us, as the other one, the black-haired one. You've been. Did Lady Morgan send you?
Lady Morgan, indeed, she did send us.
Great. Yes, this is awful. There's no way I can compete tomorrow, or in 2 days. There's no way I can compete, and I can't believe he would resort to this just to win a contest.
You think it was Mortimer?
Yes, you know Mortimer.
Do you
He's
have
been
any-
so angry with us just ever since we moved here. He's never welcomed us.
Do you have any proof?
Well, no, but who would want to destroy my oven?
My friend, it is not always the most obvious solution that is the solution. This is a saying that I have just said.
They just kind of stare at Pliny. Yes.
Borgon
Okay.
is full of such wisdom. You'll no doubt will hear more of it. If at
It's
other
very unusual, by the way. The brown-haired one says it's very unusual to see multiple tieflings in one place.
there's many unusual things happening.
He says, I respect your people and their traditions.
Thank you. I think
So,
that's
would you like to show us
take it
to
as a
the
compliment,
scene of
I guess.
crime?
Well, I think Bagheera was saying something.
when the oven was in working order, my layperson's understanding of an oven is it's meant to get quite hot. What would it take to explode one? If you had to sabotage an oven so that it did this,
I don't know.
How would
I
you-
don't know. Somebody did something, and you're right. An oven, it's made to cook things. It doesn't burn, and I've never had problems. We brought in some of the finest oven builders from Millennia Toth all the way here to build this, and I can't believe it was defective in any way. I've used it for years. It was odd though, as I was starting to prepare it today. Some green flames emerged from the oven, and I jumped back and yelled for Jeremy, and we both ran out before the explosion happened. I've never seen anything like it.
Sounds like some magic.
Yes, maybe green flame braid. I forgot how to talk. I want to see this oven.
Yes, so they lead you through the ruins of the house. It's difficult terrain. And to the oven where you see this just pile of stone, mostly deformed. The stone has burned. It's like there's like a slurry of stone over the underlying stone, a slurry of burned stone. And there's just black marks in all sorts of directions.
Is my detect magic making anything glow?
It's very good. It's still going? How long does that go?
It goes. If it wears off, I'm going to do it again.
It goes.
If it wears off, I just keep doing it. So, but I will answer that question.
Okay, so not right in the room where the ruined oven is, the remains of the ruin, the ceiling's gone, the walls are charred. But you notice kind of outside the house in the front, Jake.
It lasts 10 minutes, and then it takes 10 minutes to cast it.
Okay, I'm going to say that you cast it again towards the end of dinner.
Okay.
Or not dinner, the midday meal. You do notice there's something glowing kind of in the grass a little bit, leading into the what used to be the room with the oven.
I see something. I'm gonna go over and look at it.
Okay. You see mixed into the grass what looks to be just like kind of very fine, dark, powdery dirt. But you notice that stuff is glowing. And there's not much of it. It's just a little bit scattered around.
I'm gonna lean over and look at it closely and use my knowledge of magic to try to ascertain what it is.
Okay, do an Arcana check.
It's 13. 7 plus 6.
You can't really make much of it. Heads or tails.
Oh well, I will use a little something to gather a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You have a little vial or something.
Yes,
Little
hopefully my
envelope.
hand does not melt off.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, he's a lawn gnome.
It's this gray, powdery, very fine powdery stuff.
I will take a little bit of this powder and say to the rest, there is a magical powder here in the grass.
So Jeremy and Jaxel come over and look at it.
Should we see if it burns green?
Yes, feel free to light it.
Jeremy and Jaxel step back.
All right.
One of you tieflings must be able to just poof fire things, yes?
Yes, you are correct. I will pull out a bit of flint and steel and sequester a tiny bit of it in some, like, rubble, and send a spark at it.
Okay.
A tiny little spark. Just a tiny little-
Okay.
See what
So a spark hits it.
Dexterity
What
save.
are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm watching him burn this powder.
I'm
waiting-
standing about 6
I'm
feet
waiting
back,
to lay
but
on
I'm
hands
watching.
in case he sets himself on fire.
Okay. So I'm going to say you're a little bit on guard. Okay. It explodes, and you see like green flames emerge. And do a dexterity check, but with advantage.
Am I affected too, standing about 6 feet back?
No.
14?
So the flames hit you and like affect your arm. And you take.
The Festival of Chrysanthemum, everyone!
Oh, do tieflings have any sort of
Hellish
resistance I should know about?
resistance, half
Half
fire,
fire
damage.
damage
if it's really fire. But
Okay. Well, you take 1 hit point of damage. Cut it out. But you saw some distinctly green flames, and now Jaxel and Jeremy are like, this is crazy, you know. And Jeremy, who's kind of more talkative and engaged, is like, This is I couldn't believe that Mortimer would resort to magic to destroy our oven. This is just crazy. There's no way he thinks he can like prevail this year. Maybe he's trying to drive us out of town.
You don't know if it is Mortimer.
Well, he's friends with that witch, Carla.
Perhaps it is the witch, by herself.
Who would Carla do this?
How long have you guys lived in this town?
Oh, we came here about 5 years, yes.
Oh wow, you like it better than the city?
Well, yes, we do. And Jaxo says, yes. It's so nice being out here among the people. Of course, we do have our second place my sister runs over in Fallwith. So we go to the town every now and then.
And
too.
what do you know about this witch? How well do you know this?
Oh, Carla. Do you know the usage of air quotes? Witch, more like. I mean, she thinks she knows magic, but maybe she got her hands on something. She's not like a trained wizard or anything, I don't think, but she holds herself out as one. She's very close with Mortimer.
And Mortimer, you think, really would do something like this that might have resulted in your death?
He has hated us. He's hated us ever since we came here. Yes.
Does he have any training in magic?
Oh, no. He's just a landowner. He has a farm over there. Everybody loves him here. He's like this, but he's very cranky. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't imagine he does any magic.
Mortimer seems like a man of his reputation. You think he would risk his reputation destroying your oven?
He hates us, and who else would do this? Jaxel steps forward. He says, I have worked hard and won this pie contest every one of the last 4 years.
Let me ask you a question, Jackson and Jeremy.
Yeah.
Is your home, your oven, and your baking business insured?
In what?
Insured?
I don't understand.
Are you sure it is a bakery?
Yes, we are sure that we have a business.
Are you
And also
underwritten
in
by a
Fallwith.
bank
way,
that
if
will
you're-
pay you for this damage?
A bank? No.
Okay, fair enough.
How?
Do I think he's telling the truth?
Roll perception.
That's a natural one.
You can't tell.
How old is their daughter? By the way?
By the way, you take 3 to put
Where
together.
is your daughter? How old is your daughter? Where is she?
Oh, Jada. Yes, she, after the explosion, she disappeared. I think she's been so moody lately. This is all Jeremy talking. Jackson's just. Jeremy said, I don't know. Do any of you have children? She's 14.
No.
Oh.
She's quite moody. She didn't want to move here in the first place.
Oh.
And then she found out that she wasn't going to be able to go to Elenia Toth next year. She was going to apprentice in the workshop. Is that the name?
The technology place.
The workshop.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the technology.
She was going to, but we needed the money for the business and
The
for
workshop, yes.
Yeah, and she's very handy. We thought she should do that, but I told her, look, it's going to take another couple years. We needed the money for the business. We'll make more money, and she's very upset. Yes, but she ran off after the explosion. We haven't seen her
What's
since.
her
I'm
name
sure she'll
again?
be back.
What is the dog? Yes. What is your daughter's name?
Jada.
Jada.
Yeah,
Jada.
she's so lovely.
Have you thought that maybe Jada could blow up your oven because she wants to go to Elenia Toth?
Are you trying to offend us?
Please, sir. He meant no harm by it. We're simply trying
My
to be
daughter?
thorough. He's a very thorough investigator.
We are
so
here
he
to
may
find the
put up-
truth.
Yes.
Yes.
Do
The truth
you
is,
stand to gain anything from blowing up your oven?
my own oven, my business?
We will interrogate your enemies as thoroughly as we interrogate you. But for now, please, yes, answer his questions.
I'm going to step in and suggest this is a good time for us to go to Mortimer's.
I'm going to make
Yes,
it aside to
Jeremy
It's a good
agrees.
time for us to go
workshop
to
where they make
Mortimer's.
those gunpowders.
Yes. The gunpowders. Yes.
Yeah.
The daughter, the gunpowder.
Yes.
We have not looked at the oven though. We just looked at the powder on the ground near it. Maybe we should just take a close look at the oven.
I think the oven is like a
So you cross the difficult
Danish
terrain.
shrapnel.
Yes.
That was their eastern part of their house. You approach the oven. Like I said, it's you can see where the oven used to be, and there's rubble around. There's a chimney that's gone. There's you can see blocks, but over the blocks, the stone has burned, and it looks like some sort of volcanic feature or something.
Is my detect magic making anything glow in here? Are any of you very investigative? Maybe you want to investigate the oven problem?
What was
Not
the,
very.
I hate to have all the fun. You know?
Can you remind me? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Can you remind me what the figurine is about again?
You actually, Lady Morgan gave it to you. So what she gave you was a copy, a wooden copy that was.
Oh, okay.
So you actually have the figurine. If you so to remind you what it was Lady Morgan said her people were doing some work on the building and found a sub-cellar under the building that wasn't previously known, and inside was this figurine.
Okay.
And the figurine disappeared around the same time.
That was their
Carla
own
was.
building, right?
What's that? The main Lady
Investigating
Morgan's like
their
main.
own building, yeah.
And that's like it has magic powers.
We don't know. We just
Oh, we don't know.
Maybe it was used in rituals.
We suspect
This guy
it's thematically
knows.
appropriate for a town that's about a pie eating contest to have a figurine that represents satiety.
You know, rituals. You know, it could be like summoning demons rituals, or
I
you
do
know, something
respect
terrible.
a villain that uses thematically appropriate tools.
Absolutely.
Yes, flavor is very important. Well, I will investigate this oven to see if I can understand anything more about what caused the boom.
What do you roll, my friend?
I roll.
My friend.
Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to roll my portent rolls, so
Okay.
I'll do those now.
Did you get-
A natural 20.
Yeah.
That's a good portent roll. And now I want to roll a 1. A 13. That one's less
Mid-lane.
useful, but it's all right.
How many of those do you get? 2?
I get 2.
So you're gonna use the
per.
natural 20 for your investigation?
No, I'm going to save it for something useful.
Is there some way we can assist you? I can pick up large rocks.
Would you like
Oh.
to help me with the investigation?
Let's see, what else can I do? I really have no idea how an oven is supposed to work.
Well, you are also of Tiefling heritage, and
So when he helped me, he gave me
Familiar with
advantage, so I
burning
get to roll 2 if I take the higher.
Okay.
yeah.
So he helped me, I get advantage, and we have a 24. So
Oh, wow.
I will investigate the shit out of this oven.
You can see that there's an unusual thing, and that there used to be an oven here, but it has exploded and burned. And
It's good.
There are no pieces or bits that have clues of some sort.
shards of stone and stuff. Yeah, no,
kaboom.
nothing like that.
I'm so glad we
nothing,
found
nothing
the
more
powder.
than is kind of obvious.
Jeremy, I have one more question. My compatriots may have more, but imagine someone was to sneak in here and sabotage your oven. Where would they have done it from? Like, is there some approach in the town that there would be like a sneaky way for them to climb in a window or some such?
Oh well, so they describe how the house was. Okay, so it's this
Yeah.
part that's burned down. The front door is still over there, and Jeremy explains that they would run their shop right out of here. So there was an opening here, then what's part of the ruined building, and the chimney was in the back. So people would just go straight in, or they could go into the main part of the house, and then go. And there's there was a passageway through, a door, an interior door into the bake shop area. Nothing, it's a very simple layout.
So you guys definitely weren't home when it happened.
Oh yes, it was this morning.
Oh, okay.
Axel was preparing the oven. He was starting to get the wood going and everything. And,
Well, I'm glad you guys are okay.
Yeah, by the way, I should have said Jaxel especially looks really. He looks sharp, but also like he was
Disheveled,
involved in
yeah.
it.
I'm not sure about your process, but would you be able to make your pies in another man's oven?
It sounds suggestive somehow.
Just wondering.
Forgive me. Back in the game.
Just, I mean, the only one I know about
Well,
is Mortimer. so-
all of my, Jaxel steps forward and says, "Well, I could, but all our fruit, it's gone now too.
Oh,
and
no.
we've been harvesting, and our dough, with special dough, I make the flour. We get all the way from special 00 flour from Bourgogne.
Wow.
We can't use that either.
Question.
I can return for 2 Bourgogne for you. if you want.
What do you get when you win? Is it just like street cred, or you guys like win money, or what's the prize for the pie contest?
Oh yes, there's some nominal money. I always donate it to the orphanage in Falworth, but it's not much money, But it's it's just a. I don't know why things got so out of hand. It was just like a fun pie contest. There are other people who compete, and they don't care whether they win or not. I don't know. Mortimer and we've just never gotten along ever since we moved here. I don't think he likes us. Our name is Jaxel Gentryfire, and he always calls us a Gentryfire. I don't know. Yeah.
I see. Yes. Well, we will find the miscreant that did this.
Do you know where Jada could be?
She often goes to the woods. Sometimes there's this old ruined windmill that she spends a lot of time at. You know, when he points, it's like, okay, it's off to the east. There's a road to the east. She could be at the windmill. She goes there a lot in broods, you know. But I expect she'll come back. This was, I'm sure, shocking for her.
I am sure, very shocking for her. My friends, let me speak to you privately.
So they leave you and
Shall we walk towards Mortimer's while we converse?
I think we should visit Jada. I think we should go to the old windmill. I think Jada, the workshop, the powder, her having a motive, you know, everyone, it is never who you think it is.
I agree, but I'd be interested to hear Mortimer and Mortimer's perspective as well, and this Carla.
Carla's hut, investigating that would be of some interest if that's on the way.
Yes. We might as well speak to this Mortimer. He is the prime suspect, technically, although I agree that this, you know, the workshop where Jada wants to apprentice makes the powder that was used to blow up the oven.
Maybe two people were working together, you know. So
Yeah,
I think
cahoots.
I
it
want to
might.
speak with this Jada.
Yeah, Jada might be into like tarot cards and stuff. I mean, what if she's like hanging out with the witch?
I'll leave it up to the party, but
We could, you know, bind her hands and make her talk, etc.
I think Mortimer is closest to us, so we might as well speak to him in town before we go to the woods. That's my vote.
I think we should go to Mortimer and speak to his witch first, and then go find Jada.
If
The witch is
only,
missing.
if only just for appearances. I feel like these two are gonna get a little mad if we just go talk to their daughter.
I have to agree. That's a good
roll
insight.
Arcana again.
Okay, we are going to Mortimer, no?
Yeah.
This is a 9.
Like with everything added in.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Mortimer's place, Jeremy tells you. Let's see, this is the main house, Jaxel's house. The windmill is up that way. Mortimer's place is that way. I'd say it's like a 20, 30-minute walk, and it's a farm. He has a nice big manor.
Delightful.
Hmm?
Brisk afternoon walk.
Yes.
Yeah, walk off that asparagus soup.
La, la, la. La, 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 la.
This, yeah, you're walking through some farm fields. And
I am
some
skipping.
woods. Huh?
I'm skipping.
Yes. The white dog that you saw before kind of follows you at a distance for a little ways.
I'm gonna whistle for it.
It barks at you.
Come here, Pooch.
It's like about 20, 30 feet away.
Come here, buddy.
Uh,
I'm gonna hold out my hand and be like, "Come here, friend."
okay. It's like,
Is my ritual magic going?
are you doing it all the time?
Or I will start chanting if it is not.
Okay, the dog is like. So, what is the paladin's wearing? Like armor?
Chainmail.
Chainmail.
And a teal
It's a
cape.
sunny day.
Yes.
Yeah, teal. So the dog is kind of like a little nervous.
Hello,
so barks a
don't,
little
please,
bit.
don't be afraid. I'm a friend. Yes, friend to man and beast. Hello.
It's like
Come.
looking around at everyone else. It's like,
Please let me.
Wait, I can talk to animals.
Oh, well, that's do that.
the dog is
Wait,
kind of like approaching you a
I'm
little.
gonna try to talk to the dog and ask him what he thinks.
So,
Aaron knows.
So you can
You can ritual cast
cast?
speak with animals once per day, I believe. Or no, you can just ritual cast those. So you have to go halala for 10 minutes before we can talk to them.
So while she's chanting that, I'm gonna attempt to pet
I'm
the
gonna
dog.
talk to the
So
dog.
the dog,
I'm
the
gonna
dog
talk
kind
to
of
the
like is
dog.
sniffing you and licks your hand a little bit.
Ah, yes, I'm gonna scratch him behind the ear and be like,
Dog's like
"Hello,
starting
friend."
to be friendly with.
Good to
with
see a friend.
Chesley, Sir Chesley.
Have I been ritual casting detect magic, or is it
Yeah.
on?
Sure. Right.
It's on. Is there anything magic about the dog? Okay.
dog.
It is not a demon in disguise.
It's not Carla.
Mercenaries.
I think there is something magical about this moment, actually.
No.
You might not be able to see it with your magic, but you can see it with your heart.
Just barely, my friend.
Okay, so the dog hangs out with you a little bit, hanging out with Sir Chesley. He's a little bit cautious around the other people. Zoe, you're done ritual casting.
Okay. So I asked the dog. No. I'm like, hey, doggy. Have you
Oh,
seen?
you speak dog.
Yes, I speak dog
Oh.
fluently.
The dog's like friendly to you now. Oh,
Yeah.
does he speak dog? Looks up Sir Chesley. Do you speak dog? You don't understand.
He's asking you if you speak dog.
Tell him, I'm just a friend. Perhaps someday I'll learn.
Oh, I like friends. I'm assuming you translated that.
So, whose dog are you? And do you know anything about this tragedy with this
tragedy?
oven?
Oh, oven. Oh, the explosion. Oh, I was barking. Explosion. It was loud. It was loud.
Did you see
The music's
anybody?
loud at the festival, but this was louder. And then, yeah, I'm sorry.
Did you see anyone come in, or did you see anyone
Oh, no.
suspicious?
No, what's your name? My name's Nala.
My name's
What's your name?
Zoe.
Zoe? When people call Zoe, do you come? Zoe. Zoe. When people say Nala, I come.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially when my master comes.
Who's your master?
Oh, Farafalo. Farafalo Ronson. Yeah, he's a woodsman.
Okay.
Sits down, scratches. Whew. It looks, there's like a bug in
Is
here.
there anything you guys want me to ask the dog?
Yes, does he know where Kara is? Or does he know where Jada is?
Do you know
Jada.
where Jada is?
Jada. Jada? Jada the dog?
No, Jada the human.
Oh, Jada! No, I haven't seen Jada.
What about
Do
Kara
you
the
have
witch?
food?
We do have some leftovers from the feast we were just at, so I give you some bread and some stuff.
Oh, bread.
Some
Bread's
yummy,
good.
yummy
So,
things.
who is the dog? What does he say?
The dog is owned by a woodsman, and he heard the explosion, but he doesn't really have too much information.
Has he seen Kara the witch?
Have you seen a witch named Kara?
Kara. Or Carla?
Carla.
Oh,
Carla.
yeah. That's my master's girlfriend.
Ah. Has she been around recently?
Oh, no. They went away. They went away a couple days ago. I'm waiting at Carla's house for them.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe to my master's house. They said for me to wait.
Can you ask the dog
Scratches.
if the dog trusts
A squirrel
the
runs by.
bakers in this town?
So I ask him, do you trust the bakers in this town? Are you friends with them?
Do you
Are you friendly with them?
The bakers.
Ask him if he trusts Mortimer.
Do you
Maybe the
trust
woodsman?
Mortimer? Is Mortimer a
Fedaro
friendly
or
man?
Farafalo
Yeah.
Mortimer.
Runson.
Mortimer is it's Farafalo Runson. Mortimer is Mortimer's dogs are not nice to me.
Oh.
Sometimes I go visit the farm and they yell at me.
Ask,
don't wanna play.
ask him if he trusts Jexel.
Oh. Jaxel gives me pie crust. They're good. Especially
Okay.
Should we ask the dog to show us around the home just to see Carla's house and see what happened with Carla and this far
Squirrel. Huh? What?
What do you guys think? Or should we stay on our path to Mortimer and just...
I like the idea of the dog showing us a house.
Yes, the dog. I think this dog will give us insight into Carla's dwelling, and what took place there.
Okay,
Her activities.
I'm game. I'm game for that. What do you think?
So you guys,
Will you help
what?
us?
You want to go to Carla's house?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I'll take you.
Excellent.
I take you. So you guys hadn't traveled very far. So you're going back to Carla's house. which
Another
is-
mystery
Talking
cracked
dog.
wide open.
It's not on my list of things today.
What was that?
It's incredible. A talking dog was not on my list of things today.
Carla's house is actually
Right.
Rather,
next
orc talking to
to-
a dog,
Yeah.
I should say.
And it's this kind of like very simple house. So the dog Nala leads you back to Carla's house. So you walk by Jeremy and Jaxel, and they see you with Nala's dog, and then they just whatever. And then Carla's house is just, it's just it's a much simpler house than say the main building.
Yeah.
I was
And-
ritual casting detect magic while we were walking there.
Just
Okay.
always.
So you guys, the door's closed, and there are just like little nice curtains that are drawn, but you can't really. You'd have to look in. And Nala's like, here's Carla's house. They told me to wait. My master told me to wait here. They haven't come back though.
So does that mean they were gone during the time of the explosion? Yeah, because it happened today.
They left some suns ago.
Did they leave hastily? Did they seem to pack up deliberately, or did they leave in a hurry?
Oh, often they stay at each other's houses. I don't know. What? Or I guess this is all.
Yeah, I'm
this
going.
Is all being
if-
mediated
yeah.
through you.
So, ask the dog if she wants some dog food. Maybe she will let us in the house to open the dog food for her.
Oh
Yes?
yeah. So do you have some treats in there? Do you know how to? Is there a way we can get in? There's a dog. Is there a doggy door you can go in? And open?
Bagheera tries the
That's
door.
brilliant. The door opens.
Okay.
It's a small town. They don't always lock up.
Okay, so we're in.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do we see?
You see just like a simple house. You do notice it's very stuffy in here. The windows were closed, The door was closed. It's stuffy. It's a slight smell of like sulfur in the house.
Okay.
But the house looks to be in order.
Rotten eggs.
Yes.
And anyone with thaumaturgy can just blow open all the windows.
The dog goes and finds like a water dish and starts drinking.
Let me assist you. I'll walk over and open the window.
You open the window.
Glad to be of
The
service.
air starts. The sulfur smell, which wasn't that pronounced, starts to go away.
Is my detect magic making anything glow in this front room here?
No.
It's occurred to me that I've made an error. I will close the window again.
Okay.
Yeah. What
Why?
happened? Why?
Let's try to find the source of this sulfurous smell.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Can I look around the room to see if I find anything of interest?
Yeah. Do an investigation check. Yeah. And you know what? Since
Can I assist him?
sure. Well, I was gonna say Bagheera's doing that too because he's the swords.
Well, it's a 15. Or no, it's a 12. 6 plus 6.
Okay. It's a very simple house. Doesn't everything's in order. The bed's made. Everything's like very tidily kept. There's some like there's like in one room there's like a desk with a bunch of like herbalist kind of stuff. There's like a book that is titled like How to Become a Witch. Or like the Dummy's Guide to Becoming a Witch.
She's a witch practicing witchcraft. Unsurprising.
So, can you show the dog that little figurine and see if the dog's ever seen one before that looks like that?
yes. So like I pet you and give you some extra treats that I have in my
The
pocket.
dog goes over on its back and he's like,
So we're having a good time.
"We're
And
a belly rub, but you're leaving it hanging." Quick, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for helping us so
Oh, of
far.
course.
And
You're very nice.
you are too. We're happy to have an animal friend. I love animals. So
I like squirrels.
I have a pet squirrel at home.
Oh, would they play?
Maybe you'll meet him one
Oh,
day.
the dog gets down like a playful. Okay.
So I show you the figurine that we have, and I
Oh.
say, "Does this look familiar to you? Does
Yes.
this have any? Do you have any
Yeah,
thoughts
yeah.
or information?" on
Carla had that, but it was different. Carla had that
it? Okay.
around her neck.
Around her
Fascinating.
neck.
Yeah.
Around
Oh, is
her
it like
neck.
this big or something?
Well,
That's a heavy. It was
so
stone.
you have a wooden replica of the figurine.
Same
So it's
size,
like this
same
big?
size.
Yeah, it's like this big. Like it'd be big for a necklace, but it's not. huge.
Will you ask the dog if he or she thinks, if the dog they think that the necklace is with her now, the thing?
She had it. Oh, well, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had it. She was wearing it when she and my master left. She had it around her neck.
Okay.
Do you
I-
think?
Go.
Please,
No,
fly
you,
me.
please,
I
please,
have
you.
such respect
No,
for you.
please.
Fly me.
Okay, I want to look in the herbalist desk, see if there's anything cool in there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Roll an investigation.
That is 14.
Okay. You see from your knowledge of Arcana, and stuff,
Yeah.
you just see a lot of the typical stuff that you would expect to find in like an herbalist kit. Nothing like unusual or anything. Nothing that jumps out to you as unusual.
Nothing that I need for my stuff.
You do not see any scrolls.
Or
Darn it.
herbs that I want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys think that we should see if Lord Mortimer the baker had any influence upon Carla? the lady did tell us that they were close.
Yes.
And I'm wondering if he perhaps had some influence on this situation in some way.
There is the woodsman's huts, has with the where the people are maybe, and there is Mortimer. It all leads back to Jada, I'm sure.
I have to agree with
Yeah.
our gnomish friend. This girl is the scent of evil.
I don't think we can blame a 14-year-old child so easily.
Maybe not
is
evil,
a very
maybe-
strong term.
Maybe just teenager, you know.
So should we go to see if we can track down the girl first, or do you want to go back to the Lord's manse?
And we were on our way to Mortimer's. I still think we
Yes.
should do that for
Let's,
appearances.
I agree. We can speak to Mortimer on the way.
All right.
Based on a hut in the middle of town and how you would expect it to be outfitted, Bagheera will attempt to ascertain, just from like the closets and the cookware, what's missing, how long they intended to be gone.
Roll investigation check.
5.
I mean, I will tell you, it doesn't look like anybody was like. I mean, it looks like a fully equipped place. There's clothes. Doesn't look like there's anybody like was leaving on a long journey or anything like that.
Yeah.
Left in
They're,
haste.
they're keen folk. Cover their tracks well.
And as I walked all around the house looking at everything, did anything glow from the detect magic?
No, not much.
Onwards then.
And have I sufficiently searched the house?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Nala asks Zoe, like, can you tell my master to come back?
Oh,
We will if we see her. Well, if you're translating this.
Yeah,
We see her.
I'm translating.
Ruffalo, come back.
tell
This
Wait,
friend
can
is
you-
welcome to accompany us on.
Yeah,
our
would
way.
you like to
come
come with
with
us?
us.
We'll give you
really?
treats.
Yeah, maybe we'll find Ruffalo. Yeah.
Okay.
And Carla. Okay.
What is the dog's name again?
Nala.
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 Oh, it's a white dog.
Like a Samoyed.
Kind of smaller and
With
shorter.
a lion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a big puppy.
So
Nala's a
it's-
boy
okay.
dog. Let us go.
Yay.
Boy
Okay.
dog, lead the
So-
way.
To Mortimer's.
You're walking to Mortimer's house. It's about a 25-minute walk
Yeah.
out of town through fields, through and Nala's like, you're going the right way. This is the way to Mortimer's house. But make sure the dogs they're not mean to me. Mortimer's dogs are mean. So going through some woods.
I'm ritual casting while we're walking.
Yeah. And this, because it's ritual casting, you can do it as much as you want, right? Okay. So, as you approach, you can see like this manor. It's actually not a very fancy house, but it looks a little stately. That a path from the road kind of leads to, and Nala's like, it's up there. Okay. And you start walking. There's some trees and some bushes. And let me just check something really quick. Zoe?
I have a baby. I think that's my baby. Could be somebody else's baby.
So you're starting to feel like something's not right. Like there's something that might be threatening.
Wait, I have a.
Danger
Danger
sense.
Yeah, I have a danger sense.
You're-
Yeah.
Yeah, as you kind of off in that direction up the path to the house.
Okay.
And you also notice this rotting smell. It's like smells like, when like meat's been left out too long, or it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm going to ready an action to.
Is Zoe? Are you communicating
Did
this
you
to us?
tell us you're having that
Yeah.
feeling?
Oh yes, yes. Okay,
How's
so
the dog?
Zoe just backs away.
Yeah.
yeah, I just turn around, take the dog with me now.
Alright.
Okay, so I'm sensing some danger. I let you guys know. And do I have like? I don't have supervision or anything, right? Or
I'm
do
going
I?
to ready an action to cast
I
Toll
think
the
it's dark
Dead
vision, but
on
not
something.
Not.
There's
distance.
Yeah.
woods around this
I would
town?
like to.
Yeah, so let me show
If
you.
you take
We
Eagle
could
at
we
6
could
level,
attempt
you'll be able
to
to
pass
see
through the
up.
Oh
brush
yes,
Oh, I
yes, I
feel
remember that.
Sneak up on
I
it.
feel a map coming on.
Make some space. Okay, and you guys are on this path that leads from the main road.
Okay.
Let's see, Jake.
Crunch that
can the-
mic over a little bit.
You see the house up there. By the way, the dog is now starting to hang back. And it's like, okay, see ya.
Well, are we still huddled up with Zoe? Like,
Sure, you're back.
communicating this to
You're
us?
back here,
We're back
and you
there?
can like put yourselves in order.
Okay.
So, because I don't want anything bad to happen to the dog, I suggest that we let them go.
Okay.
Because I feel very.
Nala,
Sad.
tell the
Yeah.
dog to go home and be safe.
It's at this time that I would like to look all of you in the eye and encourage all of us to take a deep breath, find the peace within you. And I would like to cast Emboldening
I'll just be
Bond
there.
on our group.
Ooh, what does that do?
What's that do?
Emboldening Bond is, let me read it.
And how many people?
Um,
You're gonna pick 2 people that you can touch.
Yeah, so starting at the first level, I can forge an empowering bond among people who are at peace with one another, hence our deep breath. As an action, I can choose a number of willing creatures within 30 feet, equal to my proficiency bonus, which is 2.
Okay.
And I create a magical bond among them for 10 minutes.
Ooh.
Any bonded creature that's within 30 feet of another can roll a d4 and add that number to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Awesome. For the 10 minutes. Basically
Just for the 10 minutes.
For any roll, they can add a d4. That's awesome.
Yeah, each creature
That's
can
what I
add the d4 no more than once per turn.
Thank you, Frida.
And I can use it a number of times equal to my proficiency bonus, which
Who
is
are you
2.
going to give it to?
Well, I'm gonna look you all in the eye and just say, who's feeling peace?
I'm ready to murder our enemies. And bring divine
Do you feel
vengeance.
peace with the group?
May I,
Feel
Of course,
peace within our group.
Absolutely, I feel it.
may I suggest you cast it on the people who will be stabbing the most?
The rah-rah?
That would be me.
All right.
I'm ready.
It's a lot of fighter types in this.
I shall
Yeah.
smite.
Sir Chesley,
Ah, thank you, my
give me
friend.
your hands. All right, I'm gonna give Sir Chesley some
Ooh,
of
I
this.
felt that.
Remember
And-
that.
I don't need any add-ons. I'm tough as
All
hell.
right. And then, Bagheera, you've been of such good spirits with us today. Would you
I-
like some of this?
I accept with. I accept.
All right.
Excellent.
So
Gravitas.
you have that for 10 minutes, and as long as the 3 of us are within 30 feet of each other.
May I suggest that we attempt to sneak? Perhaps we will surprise whatever it is that we are smelling
Well said.
and feeling.
And Bagheera will put dark grease on his horns.
Oh shit!
I'm not afraid of this evil, but I will yield to the group's consensus if you prefer skulking in the weeds to facing it head on.
If we can surprise it, we will get to go first. You know, maybe you can cut it in half before it talks.
I've made many compromises with this group, and today will not be the end. Some sort of emboldening bond with us today.
Who's bonded? You and
Me and the 3 of us.
ah yes.
Or just the 2 of you.
Yes.
So you
That's
guys are within
wonderful.
30 feet of each other, I should
Okay,
say.
what's the order here? I see Plenty is obvious, and
Yeah,
Plenty is
I would be
familiar.
in front.
That's the cleric.
Zoe.
That's not Una, but we're
That's
using the Una
Radical.
one, so
Radical.
that's Julie.
Okay, so then Zoe, Bagheera, and you are in front.
Chesa, yes.
The smell is pretty awful. Also a bit of sulfur mixed in.
So we're trying to sneak up on this
Okay,
thing.
Bagheera and Zoe notice here. Okay, and let's say here. The smell seems to be emanating from there. Okay? You guys can start to see that there are some carcasses over there.
I'm going to
Nasty.
divine sense and see if there are any undead within 60 feet of me that are not behind total cover.
Okay, so undead,
Yeah,
you don't notice
undead
anything.
or fiends.
So this is
Fiend is a demon or devil.
Okay, so no, you don't notice anything.
Ah.
But you see some carcasses. You also notice, you guys, that and the rest of you are starting to see them, that there's like crawling things moving around on the carcasses.
So we see some carcasses behind some trees there, eh?
Oh, those are bushes. Sorry, these are the trees. Those are like bushy areas.
You guys see some carcasses, eh? I will go over here. I'm trying to sneak. I'm sneaking. You let me know if you want a sneaking roll.
Okay.
I will go over there and she will go over here.
Okay.
Are we
And
calling
what
this
does
5 feet?
Does she have any
Yeah,
special
I think so.
Because she's flying around.
She can see. She's flying. Her initiative order always goes after mine.
Okay.
She can provide the help action on her turn, or I can make her breathe stuff. And
And can you see what she sees, or do you guys have like a?
if I want to, I can. Yeah.
Do you get a lucky now?
Mhm.
Okay, let's roll initiative, guys.
Everybody.
Did we gain surprise by sneaking up on the things?
Let's see.
19.
18.
I have 11.
Okay, who said 19?
Freedia.
Okay. Who said 18?
Chesley.
That's like.
So
give me some more.
13. Radical.
Radical.
12.
So it's so when I roll 11, it's plus 2, right?
correct.
Okay.
Oh wait, I lied. Mine's 12.
So mine's
I was
13.
looking at my other thing.
Mine's
13.
mine's 11.
Okay.
So if we're trying to sneak and they don't perceive us, then they would have the surprised condition, and they would not go first, even if they're first in the initiative order.
I rolled low, so you're not going to worry about that. But I want to make sure I got this right. So Freedia was 19.
Mm-hmm.
Chesley was 18. Radical was
It's gonna be 12. Sorry.
12. Fedora was 12. Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Clinty was 11. And then Zoe was 13.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what's it gonna be? What's gonna happen? Arr. Here's this in case there's some wind.
Nice. Is this a bouncy ball?
It is a silicone D20.
Oh, okay.
Very fun.
It's like a stress ball too, a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It's fun
Okay.
to chew on.
Do you chew on this?
Not frequently.
Freedia. Tell me what you're doing.
All right, I think I'm going to.
There's like there's different like clouds of things or like
Right
bugs
here?
or something.
Oh,
No,
these
around
aren't
the-
trees?
Around the
Those are
corpses.
bushes.
Those are bushes.
Oh, those are bushes? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Tree
Those
bush
are,
versus
these are
bush
bushes. I
evade.
should have said this. These are trees.
Okay. I'm going to move to this spot right here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Bless on these 3 people right here.
Okay. Let me ask. The thing that you cast before
Oh, wait.
was what was it?
Emboldening
Are you-
bond.
you're right
It's
here.
a feature, not a spell.
Okay, so not a concentration issue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bless, I need to concentrate for a
Bless,
minute,
you need to
but
concentrate.
we should have
Okay.
enough time.
And bless once again for everybody. You're casting it on these 3,
Yeah.
and
These
that's going to
folks.
give them extra.
D4
It's-
on an attack or a saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay. And these things stack, Jake. Do you know? Or
Yeah, they do.
They do,
That's
so-
one of the reasons he's doing it.
Awesome.
I'll get my ring so you can keep track of who's got what on.
I love the rings. Okay. Excellent. Anything else?
That's it for Frida.
Okay. I'm sorry, I say Freedia.
I go back and forth. I still haven't decided if it's Frida.
Depends
or
on the
Frida.
region.
Sir
Depends on the
Chesley.
pronunciation.
Yeah.
Chesley.
Noble. Sir Chesley. the
Chesley
Noble.
is now feeling empowered, and he sees that there's something
I would feel empowered too if I had a bunch of D4s.
possibly
Double
evil
D4.
transpiring.
2
So
to 8.
Chesley is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
That's 30 feet.
and
you
then
see.
he's going to stand
Careful
at the.
with the water.
Oh, Chesley's
Damn.
staring right into it.
You
So he's
see-
going straight up.
Who's
Not
Full of
shy on the
bugs.
wind.
I'm
Who's blessed?
Chesley's
is.
blessed.
Who else is blessed?
This one.
Me.
Yeah.
And this one.
Okay, and then we're
Oh,
gonna
it
put
literally says West. That's so funny.
and so who's bonded? He's bonded.
See right there.
Yes.
Okay,
This
so
one.
you've got.
Blessed and
We'll just use
bonded.
this fairy fire for bonded,
Love it.
and you're bonded.
Although we got to be within 30 feet
30
of each
feet
other.
of each
yeah.
other. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Oh.
As long as they're within
Does it
6
get
spaces of each other,
broken?
they're
You
good.
have to be within 30 feet of the two
Of
of
each
you.
other.
For emboldening bond,
Okay.
the 2 of them need to stay within 30 feet. of each
Double.
other.
15, 20, 20. You are.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's in range.
So you see among these
Double
corpses, which
steps.
are these kind of largish
Yeah.
dogs that are no longer with us. 2 of them, you see like these swarms of flies, like really mean-looking flies. And the other one
No.
you see.
Do you have
all
minis for the
these-
dogs?
Huh?
Do you have
They're
minis? For,
dead.
Yeah, I have minis. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
And then the other one you see like crawling around these like kind of unusually large, like not really large, but just centipedes, like all crawling through the corpse. And none of them look very nice.
Oh boy.
Do I get the sense that they are evil?
Oh, that's a good question. hadn't thought about that.
They're smiling at you,
No, you don't. I mean,
asking you for a
they're
favor.
insects.
Are they
So-
attacking me?
Well, it's your initiative, buddy.
Yeah.
Do they look like they don't like him when
They
he
look
walks through
kind
them?
of hostile. I'll say.
I'm gonna attack. Are there centipedes in front of me?
Yeah. So let me use a different one for the centipedes.
So there are bodies of dogs that centipedes are coming out of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would say some centipedes are coming out of one of them, and then some flies are lifting off from the other two.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack myself with some centipedes. I'm gonna swing my. First, I'm going to say a few words, which are these.
Okay.
Vibrant ignitus de bjort infernus, and my sword lights up with flame. Ah! And I'm gonna take a swipe, if possible, attacking multiple centipedes. But if I can only attack one,
Pretend those are centipedes.
I will hack one centipede.
You will attack.
Obliterate the centipede.
So is it?
With
Go
it.
ahead and you get 2d4s onto your attack.
That's right.
Man, I
So
would not
that's
wanna
going to
beat
be
these
a
centipedes.
19
Nope.
plus 6, 22, 23. Wait, 19
you-
plus 6
you
You're
plus
gonna hit.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got it.
So that's going to be a 29 to hit,
Okay, that really does some damage to these centipedes.
and that is going to be a 9 plus 4 is 13. Plus, we're going to do 1d4 of flame damage, so 15
Whoa.
damage.
15.
So
This
they're
Centipede
goners.
didn't know what hit him.
maybe
Powdered
they
centipede.
might be strong.
Oh.
It's a pile of centipedes, so
So what was the total damage there?
15.
Oh, let me check something.
15
Here.
with 2 fire
And you're
damage.
using your sword.
Yes. my
Magic
long-
sword.
My magic
Okay,
longsword.
Break down the damage for me again.
It is
13 magical slashing damage and 2 fire damage.
yes.
Okay, so you are my MTK. You're my helper here. If something has resistance to slashing damage, but it's magical slashing damage, do they still get resistance?
Slashing damage is slashing damage.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
they
So-
resist it.
So it's 13 slashing damage.
And then can
So
I add
it'll take
another
6.
D4 for the empowering to my? Now I added it to my attack already. So never mind.
For the fire damage, the 2 fire damage.
I got the 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless doesn't affect your damage.
So it's 13 slashing damage, so that's
6.
plus 2 is 8.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So they look pretty surprised. I don't know if you can really characterize how much damage is done to a swarm of centipedes, but you
Yeah.
did some damage. Like a bunch of the centipedes aren't moving anymore.
Yes.
You asked about whether the empowering adds to damage, and I'm going to.
I don't think I already added it to the attack, so I'm not
It-
gonna add
Oh,
it.
you
to
used it
damage.
once. Yeah.
It doesn't add to the damage, it adds to the attack.
Okay. All right.
Wow!
What else do you do?
And that's it, because I've used my movement, and I've used my attack. So now I'm ready
Okay.
to go toe to toe with something with hundreds of toes.
So Zoe and Bagheera, you guys just saw this paladin, just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You say these magical words.
Good
and turn
job.
on his flame sword. Radical. And Bagheera, it's your turn. I'm going to go radical with you first. You guys are tied. Initiative.
Really?
Radical, you're first.
Oh my god. I don't know. Alright.
The remaining centipedes look pissed.
So gross. So gross. Alright, I'm just gonna move up here. To go close to him to get a
Did
little
you go
peek
6
see.
spaces?
Oh, how many did I go? I don't forget. I was where? I was back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, I'll go this many. And can I? I'm just gonna. I can hold an action, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hold an action to swing my flail like crazy if a bug jumps at me.
Where are you? I'm sorry.
I'm in here. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
So she's going to ready the attack action for if a bug comes
Okay.
near her.
Okay, great.
Get that.
Okay.
That's it. So
Yeah.
it's Zoe next?
Nope, it's Bagheera next.
Ah, that's right.
You know what? I'm sorry. I mixed up the order. Zoe should have gone first, but we'll leave radical with what you
That's
did.
what I said.
Zoe?
That's what I was like.
Zoe,
oh,
you
yeah,
go
that's
next.
12.
Okay. So I'm pretty good at killing stuff. So I also want to destroy these little buggies. But yeah, okay, so let me try. 15, 20, 25, 30. Does that work?
Yep.
Yep. You can attack.
What's the first thing you want to do?
I want to rage. For some bugs though? I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I have, yeah. I'm gonna rage because of everything. And we make stew out of these bugs at home. So I'm hungry
Centipede
again,
stew.
of course.
Oh, not these ones.
Yeah, we eat everything. Okay, so I'm gonna rage and attack.
Mhm.
All right.
Smash.
I'm gonna grab these. I'm gonna attempt to grab these centipedes and just.
Oh, do you have a weapon?
Squeeze
Or are
them.
you-
She's got a
Oh, I do have
You can
weapons.
do. You can do.
She's got a great sword.
I should maybe should what's
Great
yeah.
sword.
Let's do great sword.
Great sword. So that's a two-handed sword.
Roll your d20 to see if you hit.
Okay. Okay, it's a 6.
You
Plus
add-
7 is 13.
Okay.
Okay.
We look. You hit the centipedes, the remaining centipedes.
Boom. Then they
So
just like.
damage. So when you
Damage.
rage,
So now you're
you're gonna
gonna
roll damage.
roll 2d6,
Okay.
And you add something.
Yeah.
6
and then
plus-
you're gonna add 5, and then 2 more because you're raging. So it's 7 plus 6 again. So 13 damage.
Okay.
13. It's slashing damage, so it'll be 6.
I'm like cha 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 cha.
Because
Chop
it's
it up.
because it's a swarm of centipedes, your blade like passes through them and cuts some of them, but not all of them.
Okay.
But this swarm of massing, moving centipedes is like mostly gone. I mean, there's still quite a few left, but the majority of it now between your two attacks
Okay.
has destroyed a lot of the centipedes. It's gross, though, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's indeed gross.
Is there anything else? Is there a bonus action?
She took her bonus action, raging.
Raging, excellent. Okay, and so you're going to want to attack every turn to keep the rage going, I think. That's my understanding. Awesome. And Bagheera, it is your turn. Actually, let me ask Sir Chesley just to roll perception really quick.
3.
Okay, yeah, you're focused on the centipedes. Bagheera, it's your turn.
Abigail rushes up. To here. And thinks like a bandit or an ambusher and surveys the surrounding for other signs of danger.
So, you notice that in addition to those 3 carcasses, there is a larger, like, cow-sized carcass over there. And also, can you roll perception with advantage? So you just roll it twice. Oh, you're adding that, sorry.
20.
Okay, so from a window over there, you see a figure kind of with the holding back the shades and looking at all of what's happening. And then it notices you in the shades. Withdrawn.
Yeah, Bagheera says, a figure in the window in the house will be observed.
Okay. Great. Anything else for Bagheera? I think that was
Yeah,
an action.
Yep.
Plenty.
I'm going to cast Magnified Gravity, hitting these 3 things. Do these look like centipedes too, or are
No,
they?
those are flies.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Magnified Gravity, hitting all of those enemies.
Okay, what is that?
So they'll need to do a con save, DC 14.
All right. Each of the swarms.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, each individual bug.
Oh my
Anyone
gosh.
always asking all the books names on the shelf. Okay. So these 2 are subjected to it. This one is not. This one made its con save.
Okay, so the 2 that failed will take 15 damage,
Whoa.
and the one that passed will take 7. I summon a sphere of gravitational energy that surrounds the insects, and then crushes them down.
Oh, the remaining centipedes are just
Just
crushed to the earth. They are the shadows of their former self. One swarm of flies also looks compromised, like they're having a hard time flying, and some of them are crushed to the ground, some of them not. The other one looks fine, the other swarm.
And the one that still lives and has failed, its movement speed is halved until next turn.
Okay.
Is the centipedes dead?
Yeah,
Are
the
they?
brown one can go away. I'll take it.
Foink. I love removing the brown one.
Okay,
Flush it down.
great. So now it is the swarm's turn.
That's a poop joke.
So,
I made a
these
poop
two-
joke.
So,
Then it is Petunia's turn,
oh yes.
and she will fly over and provide advantage to Zoe by landing on her shoulder and pumping her up and like flapping her wings in a really engaging way, and then she'll fly back over here.
Okay,
and
she
land
also-
near me.
okay, great. Okay.
She has flyby, so she won't take opportunity attacks, but she's also flying. So.
Yeah. She's up in the air the whole time.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the one that's more dead, that has half movement, comes here and attacks Zoe.
Zoe!
No.
And your AC is 14.
Good thing you have
Yeah.
a shit ton of HP and resistance to all damage,
Yes.
except for psychic. Bear Totem makes you resistance to all damage,
Wow.
except for psychic when you're
Yeah.
raging. Not just this
So
kind.
impressive.
That's impressive.
They fly at you, but they seem so compromised by all this gravity that they don't seem to really get much on you. Maybe some
Okay.
of them land on you, but you shake them off. And the other one comes at Sir Chesley.
I just take a couple of them and I.
These biting flies, this
Just
mass swarm of biting
Yeah,
flies. That you might
I'm
find
hungry
in
still.
the Upper Peninsula of Michigan sometime in the summer. Swoop down on you, and they do some damage to you, Sir Chesley.
Uh-oh.
Do I get to save for against anything?
They're just hitting you.
See?
If they beat your AC of 18, you got a hit from some flies.
No, you don't get
Damn.
to save. It's
The
just
Although-
insult.
Yeah,
I
that's,
could-
a,
I could
that's,
waste a
that's a
spell
little
slot and make it
embarrassing,
into
I'm gonna
you.
have to say.
You could take a fly, I'm sure. I'll save it for later when there's a 20-foot demon.
Offensive.
12 points of damage from all the flies.
Oh,
that mass
shit.
on you.
Jesus.
Maybe I guess I should have wasted a spell slot on that.
My
Next time,
God.
I'm gonna get revenge on these flies.
if these flies hit anybody else, I'll.
So you had 28
Make 'em
left,
stop.
right? Okay. Okay, top of the order. Free Jet.
All right. Let's see. I'm a bit far away. And it's like such a crowded scrum up there. I think what I'm gonna do is just advance. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Turn this way. And let me think about this real quick. Alright. That is 30 feet. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to cast Aid on Pliny
Yay!
and Radical Hope. And
We got THP.
I think I'll also.
Actually, it's not even THP.
Oh, it's just HP, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Increases
plus
your
5.
maximum.
Yeah.
Plus 5 for the rest of the day.
And then I'll also put it on Sir Chesley too.
Oh,
So everybody gets
Chesley's
5
taking some
HP.
damage.
Hey.
Yeah,
Nice.
so aid is going to just increase your.
You get 5 more
by
HP. You get 5 more HP from what you have, and your maximum HP increases by 5 for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
Everybody does? Or
just the 3 of those
How
guys.
many
Okay.
spell slots do you have to begin with? And how
I
many
have
do you
7 total, and I've used 2 level 1 spell slots.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
4 and 3, like 4 first and 3 second.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Yeah. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Yeah!
Well, I have a lot of hit point.
You're the hit pointiest.
Okay,
Yeah, now
so
you've got. Oh, damn.
Next is Sir Chesley the Noble.
Oh no.
Sir Chesley, enraged at these infernal flies. He's going
How
to
dare they?
he is going to take a good old swing at the fly swarm with his longsword, his flaming longsword. He is great. That's a 10 plus 6 plus. It's 19 plus. That's a 21 to hit.
Which one are you attacking? This one?
I'm attacking the swarm. Whichever swarm just bit
It's
me,
in front of you.
I'm
Yeah.
attacking.
Got
Yeah.
it. Great. Okay.
So you definitely
You
hit.
Is that a hit?
Yes.
And then Chesley is going to do a divine smite.
Ooh.
So he's going to do 5.
Now break down the damage for me as you're telling me.
So divine smite is so 3d8 of radiant damage. So in
Okay.
addition to, he's gonna do 9 slashing damage
Okay.
plus 1 fire damage plus 3, 10. Plus 15 radiant damage to
The flies are just like falling. Oh, just describe the death of the swarm of flies.
So Chesley swings Furbrand, his longsword, and flames and also bright radiant light of pure goodness crackles and expands from the blade, engulfing the hideous flies. Their wings burn like lace in a house fire. Their little fly voices. One flies on him and he swipes it off with his blade. And it's gorged with his own blood, which sprays into his mouth, which he tastes with delight, screaming with vengeance.
And I yell out, 7 in 1 swipe.
Yeah.
Fridio's just frowning deeply. These bugs are absolutely disgusting. But also in awe. That was
Nice.
And Chesley says, "You were really bugging me."
Excellent. Anything else, Sir Chesley?
That's it.
Okay, we're going to go to Zoe, who I'm putting in the correct order of initiative now.
Okay. So
Oh, it's 2d8. Sorry, it was 2d8 radiant damage. So that
Well,
should
you
have been
kill
good.
them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
killed them.
they're gone.
Yeah.
So-
they're not
A few of
undead.
them spring back to life
Yeah.
for a moment and then die.
Yes. Now they're
These-
undead.
these
so they
guys
do get
too?
3d8.
these babies
Those
Yeah.
are the flies.
There are some flies there.
that still need to be destroyed.
They're still, yeah.
Okay.
Kill them.
All right. I'm.
Destroy flies.
You can speak to animals.
Don't confuse
sorry.
her. Roll your d20 to hit them.
Okay.
She's never played D&D
Flies.
before. That sucks.
Are you blessed or any?
Oh,
I do have a
Just
blessing.
as far. I would.
She's not gonna hit it with a 5
I would
either.
say- I would
no.
say that I would.
So I
Jake,
have
we're,
5.
Our natural ones, I know the other games sometimes have untoward consequences.
Yeah.
Nah.
Die.
Okay, you
Not gonna chop her foot off.
you
by
are
accident.
so blinded with rage that you're kind of like you just
Right.
miss where the swarm is and they just get out of the way and then cluster back together.
Okay.
Okay, you can move if you want, or you can just remain there. And,
Oh yeah, what did you say my wand has in it?
Misty step.
Ah, that's a good one. Thanks.
So I can. If I move, does that mean I can't?
Oh, there'd be an opportunity.
Does she have an offhand attack?
Oh.
No, she's holding a
she's
great
a
sword
double
with 2
greatsword.
hands.
So here's the normally you can both move and do an action like attack,
Okay.
but if you move out of combat when you're fighting someone, they get a free attack on you.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
your,
so
your
just-
turn's over. Yeah, you miss,
Okay.
and that's okay.
Miss the
Your giant
flies.
greatsword
These
slams
flies
into
are-
the ground.
And it lands in one of the carcasses and a bunch of goo
Ew.
comes
Oh,
pouring
God.
out. Sorry.
Goo.
Nice.
Let's go with
Ah!
let's go with Bagheera next. I'm gonna mix it up because you guys both have 12s.
Bagheera
Cute.
calls out in a clear voice in infernal couplets, this verbal component of a spell, points his hand, and shards of ice descend upon the swarm of
Let's
flies.
turn you facing that way. That's so cool. Is it? What is it? Is it like a?
So he misjudged things a little bit.
Okay.
But
What-
on a summer day like this,
Yeah.
what's more soothing than a little hailstorm to refresh the spirits?
So what was this?
This was
again?
Ray of Frost.
Ray of
It's a
Frost. Is
cantrip.
it like a cone? Or?
No, it's a
It just
target.
comes-
It's a cantrip that attacks, and he missed.
Okay. Okay. You assume a one misses. You're correct. Okay. Anything else?
And then, it's not my main attention anyway. And then turns back he feels something, feels a sense of unease about what's going on over in this direction.
Oh shit! You know what? You had advantage from Petunia.
Oh, roll again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Roll again.
Okay.
Wait, who had it?
She had
So
advantage
did-
from Petunia helping her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back to that.
So
Okay.
she actually hit because
Okay.
she did rolled a 20, a 13 plus 7.
Okay, roll damage.
So we go back in time.
Yeah.
His spell actually reversed.
Don't worry, we're gonna give you a chance to.
Roll
Quite
2d6.
all right.
Yeah, we'll just go.
Oh yeah, duh. Sorry.
You hit those flies.
Okay, 6.
You need a d6 though, another square one.
Oh, I did. It was 6. Or-
Yeah,
Yeah. It just moved.
2 of them. Because this one's a
Yeah, he just,
d12.
that one got bumped.
It got bumped.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it got bumped.
Great. So that plus 7, whatever you rolled originally, plus 7,
Okay, so 10.
10 damage.
Okay, describe the death of this swarm of flies.
Woohoo! So I just like, I'm gonna do the old tornado move. So I just like, and I'm moving so fast that they just like get all chopped up into little tiny pieces. And
Awesome.
yeah,
Are you waving it around your head like a helicopter,
Yeah, like
as they
like
say?
that.
Yeah.
It looks kind of sloppy, but it's more like this.
Uh-huh.
Effective.
But it's
Excellent.
effective.
They all drop or disperse or die, and they are done. And combat is over. When do we take
What
our,
about that cow carcass?
when we take our break? You notice there's a cow carcass. over
Yeah, I
there.
think.
Okay, it's not gonna
only
come to
Bagheera's
life.
seen it, right? Do we all notice it or just Bagheera? Because you rolled the perception.
Well, you guys had. Well, whoever's next, Bagheera's actually.
Oh,
next. You've
Bagheera's
seen the
next.
cow
Yeah,
carcass.
yeah. That's okay.
Yeah.
Is it something gonna happen with it, or are we?
No,
or is
we're-
combat
combat
over?
is over, and I
right.
think we should take our break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
back.
Alright. So I took down, but you guys can remember. So there are some carcasses strewn about. There's many dead centipedes, dead flies around, and there's the house off in the distance a little ways away. Which one of you, I forget who, saw the figure. I think it was Bagheera. Saw the figure in the window.
I'm gonna search the pile of centipedes for treasure.
You
Gonna-
find 3 scrolls,
Yay!
but they're centipede-sized scrolls. You can't read them.
Oh, great. Just find a magnifying glass.
A somatic component that requires 100 limbs.
Yeah.
Well,
You can find nothing.
we've been made. Perhaps then, since stealth is off the table, we should go for speed.
Agree.
You wanna run into the house?
Yes.
I support that.
All right.
That's all I can really do.
Run away and
I'm gonna take a moment to lay on hands myself and give myself 7 hit points.
Oh, nice. Are you back up to full?
I'm at 40. I didn't max up to
Yeah.
I'll pat you on the back.
40 out of
Give you the
45?
rest
You've got,
of
remember, you
them.
got 45 total.
45.
I'm gonna send Petunia up
How
in the
many was that
air
you needed
to
to
look
finish?
over the house and
Yeah,
see
5
if
is all.
anybody's like running out the back door or if anything interesting is
Yes,
happening.
clever.
There's nothing really happening with the house, although there is smoke rising from the chimney off to the right side of it.
Is it
Smoke.
smell of pies?
Just
Actually,
Petunia's gonna go
smells of
smell
wood
the smoke.
Wood smoke.
Bagheera rushes to the front door,
Okay.
politely but firmly knocks.
What do you want?
We're here.
Go away.
Well, that's rude. We're on official town business, and as for the why we're here, and furthermore, we fear you might be endangered. You know that there are scavenging creatures of frankly improbable size in your front yard, and we just want to make sure you're all right. First of all, we'll get to the second of all after we
Ask
ascertain the
him if
first
he
of all.
sent these bugs after us. Ask him if he's the bug lord.
I'm busy. I'm baking. Go away. Leave me alone.
Sir, there are rumors in town that you've committed a crime, and we would like to help you put them to
What?
rest.
Who
Yes.
are you? I am Mortimer.
My name is Sir Chesley, a knight of
You
the
are
Lady
not
of
from
Town.
this town. Go
Yes,
away.
that is very true. We need to speak to you, sir, and we'll be speaking. We hope to do it peacefully and willingly.
Roll intimidation.
Yeah, I'll
I'd
roll.
say,
DM
well,
did
whatever's
say it.
better for you. Persuasion or intimidation. With
gonna be
advantage,
persuasion,
they'll
but he's-
factor in Bagheera's persuasive.
He's being
ability.
nice. 23.
Okay.
Oh shit!
That's good.
He's like, would you
hear-
like some snacks?
You hear the sound of locks being opened. Many locks being opened.
Oh, wow.
It's like a New York apartment. And then the door slowly opens, and you see this man there, this older man, and he's like in a kind of a smock, and there's stains on his clothes. And he kind of looks out. He goes, "What did you say? What?
Have you heard about the oven? Jaxel's oven.
Jaxel's? What are you talking about?"
May we come in?
He looks kind of nervous.
Mortimer,
We mean you no harm, Mortimers. Yes, please.
your reputation as a great baker in this city is on the line. I think you should let us in so we can talk to you about it in private.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Oh, intimidation. I was trying to use my silver tongue. 18.
Okay. He looks very nervous now. By the way, his complexion
Must be the Liebenstein
is
accent.
Yeah.
yellow. He has a kind of yellowish whitish complexion. His eyes look really red and runny, like he hasn't slept in a long time. And he opens the door and welcomes you in. And he asks, what happened to my dogs?
We're going to put the question to you. Do you know when it happened?
There were these creatures outside. I couldn't leave, and I'm busy. I have to bake. Come quick, come in. I can spare a few minutes.
When did this attack on your livestock happen? With the cow as well.
Yes, Betsy. I don't know. I've been busy. I've been baking. I went out some time ago to look, and these things they came at me. I came back inside and continued baking.
I
Wait
start
a
ritual
minute.
casting Detect Magic.
Detect magic? Okay.
It'll take me 10
I got
minutes.
10 minutes.
The flies came at you, or like
Yes,
the creepy
flies,
crawlers, or
bugs.
some other monsters?
No, the flies, and he beckons you over to like a table, and he goes and he sits behind the table. There aren't chairs for you though. On the table, you see there's like a bunch of pie. There's like some apples. There's some apples that have been peeled and are macerating, I guess, and some sort of cinnamon mixture. And there's some pie crust. You can see there's some pies cooling over next to the oven, which is the fire's going there, and there's a pie in there that's baking. Also, you see like there's a little bowl with some live maggots that is also on the table, just there. They're kind of squirming around in there.
Secret ingredient? Gesturing at the maggots. Secret ingredient?
Nobody else would add it, right? It's important to add these. Yes, I have to ground them up and add them to the pie. Would you like a slice? I have some ready over here.
I will not eat the bugs.
The pie is very good.
I'll try some.
Oh yes?
Yes.
I will get you a slice.
Maggots are a delicacy where I come from.
Excellent. And who else would like some pie?
I will accept your hospitality.
He gets up and goes as he's talking to you.
The
He goes,
reason-
"Here's a couple slices for you."
The reason we're here is someone is either on a crusade against all pie makers, which would put you in danger as well, or wants to see you framed for the destruction of your rival's pie making. So we hope to ask some questions, perhaps that can illuminate them. The first thing that comes to my mind is when and under what circumstances was the last time you spoke with either Carla or Ferofalo?
Carla, have you seen her? Carla, I haven't seen in weeks.
She's missing.
Yes. She helped me. She was helping
Hamalaba,
me.
halabalala. I wonder if he's lying.
Is he telling the truth?
Halalala.
You'll get your deck master.
Is he telling the truth that for a 20, dirty 20?
Yeah, he seems like he's telling the truth. He also seems just like distraught and confused, befuddled. Carla, she helps me every year. She helps me, and this year she figured out the way to help me win. She did. She told me.
How?
What was it?
What'd she say?
Oh well, she had this little figurine and did a little blessing. This little stone thing. She's a witch, you know. She's a witch, and she is helping me.
What did she bless?
Well, she said some words, and then I don't remember. It was Hula, Amna. I don't know this language. It sounded, it's look.
Bagheera very discreetly sets down his pie plate. Very discreetly.
Okay. Then he starts to look a little uncomfortable. And he looks like I don't know. He's got a burp. He might vomit or something. And then he coughs into his hand, and you see a maggot that he coughed out into his hand.
So that was what you were going to ask me about before the
I'll
game?
grab it.
And then he puts it in that bowl with the other maggots.
Oh, it's identical to the other maggot.
I say yes. I think I have enough for another 3 pies now.
And
then he
you've
looks-
eaten the pie?
I have.
He looks at us.
Me too, I definitely
and he
have.
pushes the
I'm
slice
already
towards
done
you.
with mine.
Did you eat it?
I ate it all.
Okay.
Oh no! Uh-oh.
I
I'm dead.
I can cure disease for one of you.
Well, you
cure
didn't
disease
eat
for the other one.
There
was
you go.
about
You
to.
got it.
It's your call.
I think
My
we got
intention,
that.
his
Oh my
intent, it
God.
depends on the timing. Bagheera's intention was to start eating it as soon as he got it. So if there was enough time for that, then he did.
Roll a d20.
Fredia looks
I
around
was
and says,
going-
you know,
That's a 15.
from working as a combat medic,
So do I have
the
to- do I roll
armies
too?
of
No, no.
Liebestad
Okay.
is not.
You
I can tell you this is not normal. Or good. You should
I
see a
think
doctor.
that, I don't know
I'm gonna die.
for what it's worth because I have it. I'm also gonna take a hard look at this man, and do I have to choose the man and the bowl? But with my divine sense, which would detect a celestial fiend or undead or presence of a consecrated, desecrated place or object. In 60
Okay,
feet.
that last part, read it to me again. Presence of a demon?
A consecrated or desecrated place or object.
If it's been blessed or
Cursed, right?
Yeah,
Or
place or
desecrated?
object.
I don't know.
You don't detect any.
Okay.
has my ritual magic finished? My ritual detect magic?
Yes.
Cool.
Let me just check one thing really quick. Give me a moment.
What is glowing?
The pie tastes very good, by the way.
I am not eating it.
No. So,
I was busy casting a spell.
okay. So nothing happens to you so far.
I'd like to look.
Tech magic. You notice kind of in little areas around the table. You notice some things glowing like on the ground. And when you look more closely, you see some more of this kind of fine powdery stuff, like just kind of scattered in little bits and pieces on the floor near the table.
The same stuff that I found outside the house?
Yeah, it's dark powdery stuff.
And detect magic also tells me what school the magic is.
Ooh.
I don't want to break your brain, but if you know, let me know. If not, it's okay.
I'm going to say transmutation.
Cool. I'm going to take Lord Chesley aside, Sir Chesley aside, and say the same powder that is outside the house is on the floor here.
Interesting.
Yes. What do your police instincts tell you?
The man seems like a fool rather than a plotter to me, but he's clearly has some sort of disease or curse with these insects.
He starts grounding up the maggots in a mortar and pestle. while you
I
guys
think
are
he's the
talking.
victim here.
Percival asks him, what do you,
Bagheera?
yes, sorry, Bagheera. What,
Who's Percival?
Middle name.
what do you have against the gentry fires?
Jaxel. He comes here. This flashy guy from the city, he comes here. I have lived here for decades. I grew up here. Everybody knows me. And I help support the poor here. I do so much. And he comes in and opens a shop. So fancy. So fancy.
My friend, how long have you been using maggots in your pies?
Oh, this is a new method. Yeah, Jaxel knows some things about pies, but Carla showed me some things too.
How new?
Oh, just this year? Just this year, maybe some weeks ago.
Was it after she blessed it with the stone figure?
Yes. Roll just a charisma check with proficiency.
Charisma with proficiency would be 13.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, it was some weeks ago. Oh, she came and she blessed me, and then she left, and I haven't seen her since. But then I got sick. But I knew I had to prepare the pies. I felt a stomach ache. And then one day I brought in some apples, and I was chopping the apples, and there was a worm in the apple, and it spoke to me.
What did it say?
It told me not to tell anyone, but I'll tell you. It told me
Okay.
it told me what I needed to do here. Told me I was going to make special pies this year, special apple pies. It told me that I would start producing a special ingredient myself. And that's where these came from, and he gestures at the maggots. Every now and then during the day, I burp one of these up, and the worm told me I needed to grind these up and bake them in my pies. But it said I also needed to get something. I needed to get this demon ash. And
Demon
so
ash?
I went to Fallwith, and I found a place that provides demon ash, and I got it.
Is that the black powder that's around your floor here?
Looks around. Yeah.
Demon ash.
Oh, I haven't been keeping it clean, have I? Yeah, so I mixed the demon ash and I mixed the ground maggots together, and I make the pies. And then everybody will eat the pies.
Where is this worm now?
He comes and goes.
Oh, yeah? Do you know where he lives?
I
Or
haven't seen him in a few days.
Have you seen Jada, the daughter of the people?
Jaxel's daughter.
Yes.
Oh, she's okay. Yes. I don't see her. I haven't been going to town much, but it's odd. Last night I saw her sneaking around the house, and I shoot her away.
Yes.
Burps up another maggot and puts it in there.
sneaking around your house?
Well, it's just she was in the area, I don't know. Maybe she was here, or I don't know.
So,
I don't know what she wanted, but I told her to go away.
so between my detect magic, he's not glowing, and her detecting desecrated things,
And I'm
also
not sensing
glowing.
danger.
What is that? What would
Obviously.
be like a desperate thing? I'm
It's
thinking
like a
holy
curse.
site that's a curse.
Yeah.
Let me
Does anyone have any medic?
Medic?
Jake,
Medic?
and actually,
Are you sick?
Oh,
radical.
No, to make somebody
so
throw
We just
up.
ate the pie.
Are you feeling sick?
Julie, what's the name of
No.
your feature? That feature that does it?
Oh,
Do
divine
you feel
sense?
like if you have
My
a disease, I
stomach
can help
is
you?
built like a steel case.
You will,
Radical,
I
you
think,
notice
agree that this whole plan seems rather pernicious.
Yes.
there is radical, like kind of
Evil is afoot here.
I guess like a glow. or
Rules
big
as
kind of
written, it
glow
cannot
about 'em.
detect a curse.
What's that?
It says rules as written, it cannot detect
Okay,
a
so
cursed
it's-
item.
So,
Okay, so you don't.
whatever desecrated.
can I try to reason with Mortimer? Mortimer,
Yes.
you seem like an honorable man.
Thank you.
I put on like I don't smile a lot, but I kind of smile a little.
I like the short folk.
And thank you. Honor is very important among the short folk, and the pie baking competition. Would you consider this cheating? The use of magic?
Cheating.
Yes.
He comes from millennia top with his fancy things and finds these fruit. I make apple pies. This is what the people want. Cheating.
But the pies, they should be made just from your two hands, not with the addition of special powers.
Well, there are apples in there, right?
Demon ash?
Well, this is just what Carla told me. I could do something different this year. Every year, Jaxo does something. One time he used toth pears. Who uses toth pears in pies? Everybody loved them.
I have a question.
He pickled them too. I thought it tasted like crap, but he won.
I think this man is cursed, okay, because he's coughing up maggots, and
Yeah, I'm a
someone
little concerned.
someone blessed him with a stone figure, and now he is full of worms. So
Yes.
I think he is cursed. Do any of you have the spell that removes the curse? I do not have it because I'm a wizard, but maybe we can remove his curse.
Oh, curse. I will win this year.
And while we're at it,
Old man, you are hawking up worms.
I think that your laying on your hands might be able to cure disease, and
Yes.
these people ate the evil worms.
Both of you, I can cure one of you.
I don't want him to turn into a creature, you know?
Radical hope.
I ate more of the pie, so.
Zoe ate more.
So how do you feel?
Do you remember his dogs that were dead and full of worms,
Yeah,
flies,
they
maggots turned into flies?
How do you feel,
Yeah.
Zoe?
Huh?
A little gassy.
Here. By the grace and power of the divine, thou art healed. Walk in health.
So I'm feeling okay now. Like I'm feeling alright. Do I have to roll anything, or is...
Nope, you're cured of disease.
Thank you so much.
You felt a little odd. Nothing bad had happened to you yet, but it seems to just lift. and go away.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you can spend 5 hit points from your pool of healing to
anyone
cure the target of
tested
one
your
disease
spies yet?
or neutralize one poison affecting it.
So,
Paladins
so
are pretty
Bagheera's
cool.
asking something interesting.
Totes.
It says, well,
She could cure his disease.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
he
cure it.
doesn't
I
have
don't
it.
have it.
so you guys,
rolled
Bagheera's
this, they
asking.
didn't
I don't know if he doesn't have it.
Oh, I don't know.
Bagheera asks.
Yes?
Do you want to repeat it?
Has anyone tested your pies yet or tasted them?
Oh yes. This gnome, not him. This other gnome. He comes every
Giancarlo?
year. Giovanni.
Giovanni.
Yes, yes. Oh, he's so nice. He really
no.
likes my pies. He tells me I am the best baker
Oh
in
no.
Wormwood.
Oh, goodness
He
gracious.
came by, I think a day or two ago, and I gave him some. The swarms weren't out there yet. Maybe it was 2 days ago.
Question, did your dogs ever eat your pies?
Oh, the dogs. I try not to give them human food, but you know, I don't know. They.
Did your
I
cow
can't
eat your
resist.
pie?
Oh, there was a pie that was cooling that the cow ate. Yes.
Okay,
I was so angry.
my friend, I think that you should touch him.
Bing!
No, he didn't eat any. He didn't eat.
Okay.
Did
Didn't get to it. Was inches away.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he
we
rolled
saved
it.
her.
She's good. I'll hold
Uh,
on to mine.
Did you
for
like some more pie?
Giovanni if we see him.
My suggestion is
I'm gonna
that
win this year. Taste it. It's delicious.
we incapacitate this man in some way, tie him up, put him in a place, something, and get all of these cursed ingredients out before we leave. What do you large muscled people think?
Maybe I'm angry because I
Yes.
could have.
Mortimer,
You know,
Yes.
as
you're a very sick man. You don't know it, but you're
I
a very
don't
sick
feel
man.
well. I haven't been sleeping.
Yes.
But the festival is 2 days away.
There is
And
something.
Jasper cannot win again.
The
He's
festival
not
has been
good.
canceled this year. If
What?
it's a competition, because Jaxel's oven has exploded. There's no need to compete.
Is what?
We're going to have
Bet he
to
was doing some sort of witchcraft too.
listen very carefully.
Yeah.
We're going to have to take away all of these pies and ensure that you bake no more
Yeah.
pies for this year's festival.
You said the festival wasn't happening. Now you're saying it's happening.
Well, it's not going to happen without Jaxel's oven.
Okay, you hear from outside. By the way, the door was open.
Yeah.
You hear some barking outside. Mortimer is looking very confused by
I
it.
can't help but notice that this town's name is Wormwood, which seems just very on the nose. Let's see what's going on outside.
I'm going to kind of suggest to you two, because you guys are big,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you kind of arrest him.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the old version of the word, just keep him steady.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the pies and start putting them in his oven and just cranking up the heat.
My
Okay.
suggestion is that we tie him up and put him in a closet until someone can cast a remove curse on
He
him.
starts
Alright.
getting up and he's like not liking what you guys are talking
Will
about.
somebody
He starts
check on the
backing-
dog? Please stop right there,
he's
Mortimer.
Backing to the corner. He looks
Mortimer,
scared.
I won't hurt you.
thought
I promise.
you were going to be my friend.
I won't hurt. Will somebody please check on the dog?
We
I'm
are.
grabbing Mortimer.
He doesn't really.
Grapple him,
But
yeah.
he's very scared.
Yes, he's. Please, Mortimer. I
Yes.
need you to trust me. Look in my eyes.
He
Do you
looks
trust
at you
me?
and He coughs up a maggot that like lands on your
Oh, that is
front of your
disgusting.
Oh, like a nervous maggot.
All right,
Yeah.
we're going to.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
We're
and
going
then can I
to.
help him?
Sure,
Sees-
he's not fighting.
Yeah.
Will you,
Okay.
Zoe, will you check on the dog? The
I'm
dog's
gonna go
barking.
pick up.
Okay, I'll
Peek
go
out
check on the
front
dog.
door.
Who was checking on the dog?
I'll go. Oh.
you,
So-
you guys, whoever.
Pliny, will you help me with the pies and get him?
Yes,
We're gonna just
uh,
incinerate these.
Any of you that have rope, you can tie
Yes,
him
will you
up.
please help me? Please, we're
Sure,
going to
sure,
have to
sure. I
restrain
got
you,
rope.
sir.
I
You're,
Do any of you have
Do I have
remove
rope?
curse?
Oh, I have
So the
rope
dog
too.
is out front.
Too
and
powerful of a spell, I think.
It's, barking
I don't
and
have
alarm.
rope,
So
actually.
Nala's out front. It's
So I
barking,
have
it's looking
rope,
at you,
so
it's like,
should I be the
"Woof,
one
woof,
to?
woof." It's like very.
I like this.
You go
energized.
tie
It's
them
like
up. I'll
very-
go look at
Okay.
Like what?
Okay.
what happened.
The dog is out front barking in a very energized, like alarmed.
Oh,
way.
yes.
Which
Yeah,
dog?
but
Looking at
you're
you.
It is a
Nala.
third level
Nala's
spell.
back.
Not one of the.
Oh,
dogs.
no, let's stuck around. Okay.
Nala's
You will
coming
tie
with-
him up?
I think you need to talk to Nala. I'm assuming
let
that
the dog
Nala has some
Huh?
information.
Yeah,
Oh.
we need to
She
tell.
doesn't
shit's
wanna come
going
in.
down.
Please,
Like,
what?
Okay.
Something's wrong with that dog. Can you speak to him?
she's not going inside. She's staying outside, looking
Oh.
like up at you guys and being like,
All right.
So while you're
I'll
tying
go
him
talk
up,
to the dog.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll go talk to the dog.
okay.
Switcheroo, I'll help, but with your rope.
Yeah.
Warrior is basically
I'll
like,
lend you my rope.
once you tie him up, he,
Mortimer, yeah.
he just kind of goes limp and he's like kind of mumbling to himself.
Mortimer, I'm sorry for this. We're going to get you the help you need.
Yes, to remove a curse is a lot of powerful magic, so we'll bring you a special priest to touch you.
Oh, the woman, the priest in the village. She is very nice.
All right.
Dalakar.
What's her name?
Dalakar.
Dalakar.
And he says,
Is she
"Thank-"
pretty?
He says, thank you. And then he kind of like, I don't know if you call it, he's like half unconscious.
I like her name.
I'm gonna leave him
Yeah.
gently on his bed
Okay.
with
tied
some.
up.
Yes, with. I'm gonna give him a nice drink of water and leave him gently on his bed with access to his chamber pot if he needs it.
Is he tied up?
He's tied up in. He's tied up
Oh,
in the
just like
front.
this?
Yeah.
Okay,
So he can
great.
get his pants off if he has
Okay.
to take a piss.
And maybe we lock the door and the window, yeah?
I think he'll be all right. He's not gonna get up and bake more pies.
We will lock. I will lock if you will not.
Maybe if we just threw out the flour, that would be. He needs
I'm
fruit.
just gonna lock the door in case he turns into a giant.
And
fucking
perhaps
worm.
if we threw these maggots in
Oh
the
my
oven, he
gosh,
wouldn't be able to
true.
poison any more pies.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt
call.
to secure his window and door.
Okay. There.
Okay.
I guess there's some locks in there. So you guys are leaving now? Or-
So
Well,
I'm
my
keep
character
an
has
eye on
been
what's going
taking
on.
Down
the
lane.
ingredients and
Okay, the
putting them
dog
in
is
the
like
oven
looking at
Okay.
you being
and like throwing the wood.
We're
in
trying
the
to
kitchen.
figure out. Yeah.
Did you ritual cast?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was getting prepped to talk to
Okay.
Nala.
Okay, she's very agitated.
Maybe we just follow for now while you're doing that, and we just go where it leads.
Oh, you're
Okay.
coming out of the house. She turns around and starts trotting away, but then stops and looks back at you.
On my way out, I'm gonna toss the maggots into the oven.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
You hear the scream.
My opinion is that, we should go directly to Jada. We found out that she was sneaking around the house. There is powder, etc. We go to Jada. I'm sure this dog is leading us to Jada, but
I think
let's go.
yes. Let's see what
I
the
agree
dog
with
has
the
to
Noah.
say.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Pliny.
yeah. Go ahead.
The younger? The elder.
Pliny, my friend.
What does the dog have to say?
Okay.
Woof.
So the dog
So
is
I'm
like, come,
going down.
Come,
What does it see?
Okay, so
come.
okay,
my
where do you want
master,
us to go?
come,
Yeah.
my master.
Is your
come.
master back?
My master, come. My master's house, come.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
the
are we
dog
gonna go?
I trust this beast.
The dog is like trotting away.
Well-
back to the road.
I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, and takes you a little bit further along the main road. Okay, and it's like kind of running and stopping and looking back at you, like it's looking for the rest of its pack, and then barking and then running. And
Okay.
He's very, very excited. This dog. He's got that
Yes.
dog in him.
Is Timmy in the well?
And then after a little while, not too far, you see another path like leading off the other direction from the road. Okay, and the dog leads you up there, and then Nala looks at you and says, I was confused, but the smells they tell me. Now I know. This is my master's house. And
Okay.
you see up the lane, there's like a kind of a largish cottage, like what you would expect from a woodsman's cottage. It's like all made out of wood, and there's like an axe leaning against a stump, and it looks like a very nice cottage.
Question, did we forget to look for the source of the sulfur smell in the house? You suggested that we do that.
Back at Carlos.
Yeah.
I think we
I
did.
think we didn't find necessarily.
Yeah.
Like
We
we looked,
searched a
we
lot.
looked and didn't
Yeah.
find it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So it looks like a woodsman's house, and we get there.
Okay.
Okay. I will send Petunia up to take a bird's eye view of the
Okay.
house and see what's going on.
No evidence of anything from the house, and the dog says, "I've been barking. No one's coming."
Okay.
The dog was very agitated.
Is anybody inside?
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
They're dead.
They're
They're
dead.
covered in worms.
You can smell them inside.
Would one of you big scary friends please go open the door?
Yes.
Okay. So I go and rip open the door.
So you try.
I go
Is
try.
anything dangerous?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, no, that's a good one. you sense danger,
Uh-oh.
and it,
Wormy danger.
As you tear the door from its
it's
hinges.
even more.
I'm always getting
pronounced.
ahead of myself. First the pie, now this.
It's even more pronounced than.
Well, you're the barbarian. You're
That's
the one
what
that
you
goes
do.
and tears open the
You rip
door.
the doors off, baby.
Okay.
Ripping the door off its hinges.
That's not a Pliny the Gnome kind of job. So you're going up. Let's say that the door is over there. Okay. Roll.
Yeah.
So you try the door and it's locked. So you're gonna try to force it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20 and add your strength bonus.
14 plus 5.
Oh wow. The door just flies open.
Woo!
Splat!
Okay. So you look inside and there is there's
A hydra.
a woman.
A woman.
Doesn't look anything like this, but this is a figure of a woman. And so the door's there, and she gets up from this chair here, and but she looks weird. She looks strange. Like the skin has gotten too big for her face, and arms, and it's like it's kind of sagging, and she just doesn't, her skin also looks kind of like pasty white, but she looks at you and says, "Yes, please come in." Come in. And your danger sense is going up. Like crazy.
Which door is the front door?
Right
Right
there.
That
here.
one?
So you can.
So I'm like,
You're
Right there.
Maybe two of you can kind of be in front, and the rest
Yeah.
are outside.
I'd go in front with I'd go ready to crush evil in front.
Okay. So
So we're still outside then?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
outside.
and she invites you in and says, "Please come in."
And who might you be, madam?
By the way, you hear some noises and you look around both inside and outside, and you see some rats kind of scurrying in different places. I am Carla.
Ah,
Yes, and you? Who are you?
we've heard much about you. My name is Sir Chesley, and this is my companion Zoe.
Oh,
so everybody's
it's so
aware
nice
that
to
I'm
meet
like sensing danger. Or...
You can say so. I
Yeah.
sense danger.
I sense danger, y'all.
Uh,
She's giving me the heebie-jeebies.
And
that
you,
does.
you are the witch that assists the pie maker, are you not?
Oh, Mortimer, yes. He is going to do very well this year, I think.
And what exactly
it will
did you
be
do?
a festival for the books.
What did you do to enhance his pies?
Oh, I just know a spell or two, a thing or two.
And that figurine, what did it do to help you?
The figurine.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
You
gonna
know
go
about
inside the
figurine.
house and stand over here in the corner.
That is a very ancient idol. Yes, they say I wasn't a real witch, but I knew what the figurine was. You notice on the little table by her chair is the stone version of the wooden thing that you saw sitting there.
I'm gonna send Petunia over to pick it up and fly back.
Wait, no! Okay, let's roll initiative.
Dun, dun,
We can
dun.
continue talking too, but
Plus 7,
15.
9.
Okay, I'm not gonna start the battle music yet
Got a
then.
3.
21.
okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't ready to take notes, but now I am.
Pliny 21.
Pliny is rocking. Okay, let's go Frida.
3.
And that's with your Dex. Chesley.
15.
Yes. Radical.
12.
That's the same that you had last time.
I know.
Bagheera.
11.
Zoe.
9.
Okay, and is that with your Dex modifier?
Oh. So 11.
Nice. Okay.
This witch is dead. Where's the woodcutter?
This witch is a bug wearing human skin.
Uh-huh.
Sugar, water. Sugar, water.
Okay. Okay. So Petunia grabs the idol Carla is distressed and doesn't quite know what to do. And she just screams out, "No!" You also notice, like right here, and actually on the bed, you notice two humanoid kind of corpse figures.
Great.
One looks very fresh, the one over there, and actually you recognize Giovanni, and he's dead, but he looks recently dead. And there's just like his skin is open up here, and you see like just, I don't know, innards or stuff like that. The other one is
Fucking
badly
pie.
decomposed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know.
Chesley. Oh no, Pliny. You are first.
Is a battle happening yet?
Well, it seems...
I see some dead people and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything in the room that looks like a hazard? For example, an open fire or something that I could teleport somebody onto to hurt them?
There wasn't a fire going on. There's a bed and a table and a chair and a desk, maybe like a bookcase.
All right, so
wall.
nothing fun to teleport people onto. It is time for
The battle music.
different music. We will kill. I will. I'll walk over to Petunia and I'll cast Dragon's Breath on her.
You're
And
walking over there. Okay.
yeah, I took 3 steps
Okay.
to Petunia and I cast Dragon's Breath on her. And oh, that's a bonus action. That's good. So I cast Dragon's Breath on her, and then I'll cast Toll the Dead on the witch, so that's a DC 14 Wisdom save for her.
Okay.
Can you cast 2 spells in a turn?
I can because it's a cantrip. Yeah.
Excellent.
A normal spell as a bonus action, and a cantrip as an action.
Okay. She misses.
She has full hit points.
Yeah.
8 damage for her.
Okay. Just see if it's okay. No, 8.
It's necrotic damage, and some bells, large bells, materialize on either side of the witch and like ring next to her head, and she's like, "Ah!"
Oh my god, her idol has been taken out. All these deafening bells.
And I'm gonna step back here against the wall with my other remaining movement,
All right.
and then it's Petunia's turn. Petunia is going to fly about 15 feet towards the witch so that the witch is in the cone from the dragon's breath, and witch has to make a dex save.
I don't know what your DC is, but I'm sure she missed.
Yeah, it's 14.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, I have to say what kind of damage we're using today. I'm gonna make it acid damage, so because that sounds fun. So the owl spews a cone of acid all over the witch and her
my
table and her chair.
goodness.
A big, like 15-foot cone of acid, covering her in acid as her whitish, deadish skin is just burning and bubbling in greenish goo, and it does 11 acid damage to her.
Oh my god. She is like pissed and damaged and hurt. And she, as that,
And the owl heads back over there to the back of the room there.
and as the acid like washes over her, and she's screaming, kind of like she transforms into this other creature that may or may not look quite like that, but I'm working with the minis I got. And she screams out in hideous, infernal, "You shall all die!"
Yay!
Okay. And we are.
I love dying.
I think plenty is done. Is that right?
Yep. End of both of our turns.
Chesley.
Chesley, so I heard it. I heard this being scream and infernal, right?
Yeah.
Is divine sense an action, bonus action, or what is it?
It's an action, I think.
I can look it up.
It's an action.
Okay, then I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to assume that this is something evil, and I'm guessing that it's going to be a fiend. Sir Chesley pulls out his sword, Firebrand, and he says, and I quote, Furbrand ignitus tui bjort infernus. And a flame dances at the end of the sword, his eyes alive with zeal to kill the evil. He takes a swing at the infernal being.
Oh my gosh.
And he is going to roll a 24 to hit.
Wow. Not a natural 20 there, but that's
And then he is going to do some divine smite.
Okay.
He's going to do, let's see, that's 6 slashing damage, plus 1, plus 6, plus 6 plus 8, plus, so 6 slashing damage, plus 8 radiant damage, plus 3 fire damage.
Okay. 6, 8, and
Damn.
3.
Yes.
Okay.
17.
Yes.
D&D teaches math to me.
Oh yeah, I gotta remember my.
Oh my
math.
gosh, yeah. Yeah.
It looks rather.
And what does this
fits.
creature look like again?
Now it's turned into just this big
So
kind
ugly.
of like. It still kind of looks like Carla, but now it's like twice her size, and it just looks like this big.
It's like
demon-esque-
bulbous,
Yeah.
stretched out.
Yeah. And
Creepy demon Carla.
yeah. It's
Cool.
really-
Chesley's very
that's-
glad that the situation was made unambiguous before it was his turn to attack.
Chesley likes attacking, right?
Yes.
Okay, we got plenty. We got Chesley. Anything else, Chesley?
Chesley is going to stand between himself. So I can't cast a full spell right now, right? So he's going to just stand athwart the demon between the foul,
evil.
between
Good.
evil and his companions. Ready.
By the way, is it a hard or soft S? Chesley.
Chesley.
Chesley. Okay.
Chesley.
I like it. Okay.
Chesley Thistlewick.
Wow. Thicklewick.
Great name.
Radical Hope. You are up.
Okay.
Oh my god,
Oh
evil.
my God, evil! So Radical's gonna run in this house and be
And
like,
rats are
10,
running all around the room, by the way.
oh my gosh, the little legs just. So I'm gonna run up by this guy, and I'm going to go for. Can I ask a clarifying question?
Yeah.
If it's speaking infernal, we're assuming that this is a fiend, right?
So, I
Fiendish,
have,
or
to,
is it?
I have to say, I made a mistake. I didn't know these were different things. It was speaking to the extent.
Abyssal
anyone
is
could-
demon.
It was speaking abyssal to the extent anyone can recognize it. Otherwise, it's
I
just
speak
gibberish.
abyssal, so.
Okay. So he knew.
It's a demon!
And is that a fiend?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Do it.
Then I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna utter ancient words painful for Fae and Fiend to hear and attempt to turn the faithless on this biatch.
Wisdom save.
Okay.
Um,
And what
Oh,
is
and
his- what
with
is his
my
power?
horribly low, is it against my DC?
It's a channel divinity power.
Okay.
It's a turn fiends type thing. So what is your wisdom save a DC 12 or a DC 13?
My wisdom.
Look on your spell page at the top
Oh,
left,
my
top
that
right.
spell save is 13.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens?
You need to make a wisdom save that beats 13.
Didn't do it. Jeez,
Hey!
I'm not rolling well.
What happens to it?
All right, I used to go like from us, and then for 1 minute, it has to try to move away and can't move willingly within 30 feet of me, and it can't take reactions,
Okay.
and unless until it takes damage.
So on its turn, it needs to move away from her,
And does
and
it get a chance to save again each turn? Or
Yeah.
and
hold
it
on.
also breaks if it takes damage, which is
Yeah.
probably going to happen soon.
Yeah, it breaks if it
Okay.
takes damage, moves away, can't
And
take
each
reactions. If true form is concealed by an illusion, shape-shifting, or effect, that form is revealed
You are
while
now
it's
seeing
turned.
its true form.
I think it's just a minute. I think it's a minute unless it's hit.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a roll. Yeah.
That's 10 rounds.
So each turn it doesn't do a repeat
I'll
save?
tell you, but
I may have to look at. I
okay.
can't remember. I didn't write
So
it down on that
anything else radical?
one.
got it right.
That was my action, and I don't think I have any bonus action. So that's it.
Okay. That is next up. Zoe and Bagheera. Let's go with Zoe this turn. Bagheera, you'll.
Okay, I'm raging. I'm
Okay.
ready to rage.
Okay. Your second time raging
so you
today.
rage as a bonus action.
And now you can attack.
I have 3 per day, so
Yeah.
Okay, so then I do.
Don't roll. This morning,
Oh.
I saw the future, and I saw that you rolled a nat 20.
Whoa!
So you get a critical hit on this creature.
Awesome. So, but you want to roll? You want to get close to it? I'm assuming you're using your sword.
Okay, yeah.
It's gonna move away from you, anyways. Does it? Will it take opportunity attacks when it moves away?
Yep.
That's down the road. Okay.
Is that close enough?
Well, I think
It's not going to be turned
it's
anymore
not gonna
once
be
it
turned
takes
'cause she's
damage.
hitting
Oh,
it.
that's right.
Yeah.
So you rolled a nat 20 to hit, so that means you get to do critical damage, which means you're going to roll your damage 3 times because you're a half-orc that has savage attack. So you're rolling 3 times. So you're going to roll 6d6 to find out what your total damage is.
Okay.
And you're going to add 15 to that.
Jesus.
The 15 is.
Somebody tell me portent is not good.
I'm getting angry.
So
Okay,
that's 5, 10,
10. Come on.
and
6.
16 plus 15. Oh, no, you're raging, so it's plus 21. So what was it, 15?
15 plus 21.
So 35, 36. 36 damage.
She mad.
She's pissed.
So what does that look like?
Okay, so I'm coming up on this great ugly demon, and I take my sword, and I I just thrust down on his leg or her leg, and basically gash it almost all the way through.
Oh my god, she's so pissed. But now
How-
she's free. But very damaged. She's not looking good. So, anything else? Zoe.
And so the turn the faithless is ended on it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't get a saving throw at the end of each of his turns, but it doesn't matter because it took its damage.
Yeah.
And it's fucked up.
It's messed up.
So Zoe, you used a bonus action. You moved. You attacked.
Yeah, her
That's
turn's
it.
over.
You're right. Your turn.
Peering into the door, are there any obvious exits to this place other
Oh.
than the front door?
That's a good question. Yeah, let's say there's a back door too. Let's say it's over. Let's say there's like kind of a kitchen area over here. I'm just gonna go like this, and there's like a back door over here. There's some windows scattered around. Are you looking to leave?
I am looking to see if anything else will enter or leave. I will use the front door. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think puts me within striking range
Oh yeah.
to whack it with his walking stick.
Okay. Roll an attack.
16.
Okay. You hit. Roll some damage.
11.
Okay.
11 walking stick.
11. That is a fierce walking stick. She is looking really compromised. What else do you do?
That's it.
Like really compromised. So that was no Frida.
All right.
Let's go.
Frida's gonna.
What's going on in there, guys?
The dog is outside barking. And whining, squeaking whining.
Actually, I'll be right here.
We're going to have to get some bad
25.
news.
So I'm shouting, I hate being late to the party. And
It's a very Gimli kind of thing to say.
I'm going
Yes.
to let me think about this. I think I'm going to cast I'm assuming even though we're in combat, we're still at peace with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
you're
So
good.
I'm gonna cast Emboldening Bond on Zoe and Sir Chesley, which is gonna give you guys plus D4 to your. Let me read it one more time. You can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to your an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. So you have those options.
Nice.
And what's the duration of it?
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll last after this battle, just
Yeah.
in case we have to fight the woodcutter.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
as I can still do. Can I still do a bonus action after that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not, because that requires concentration.
Oh shit.
So that's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay, so you cast emboldening.
Emboldening
Yeah.
bond on those.
Those
Awesome.
two.
Okay, so those guys get a D4 on their attack,
Yeah.
save throws,
Mhm.
the ability checks. Awesome. Are you gonna stay there? I mean, you probably just
that's-
use part of your movement. I don't know.
That was I had to get inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. So, the rats have swarmed together,
Oh boy.
and some of them came inside. Some of them came up from under the table, and they swarm right here. Actually, let's put them right there, and they attack Frida.
No.
Nasty.
Yeah.
What's your AC? I don't have that.
16.
Okay.
Frida!
They come at you, but I don't know how exactly this works, but they all trip over each other. Some of them look very close, but one of them that's about to bite you gets stepped on by another. And somehow they miss.
Too much excitement.
The demon yells, Gulabas! And, let's see.
It was. What was that?
Gulabas!
Bouillabaisse.
Dominator! Omnibus!
Oh, fun! The ring is coming out.
Okay, and...
Oh, you got your own measuring ring, eh?
And spews a 15-foot cone, which doesn't look like it's going to hit Frida, but it looks like it's going to hit, let me just see again, these two right here. So that's Zoe and Chesley?
Yes.
Okay. Vomit. Green bile vomit comes spewing
Filled with maggots.
Oh no.
And you must make, each of you, let's make a dex saving throw.
All right.
You try to dodge out of the way of the goo vomit.
Okay.
I'm going to
Oh, roll a
add
d20.
my D4
Eight.
for
And
that
then
turn.
add
Plus,
your.
so 10.
Yeah, but you have advantage on
13.
dex saves against stuff you can
How much?
see, so you
13.
can roll
Okay.
again.
Oh,
Your danger sense gives you advantage on dex saves against things you can see.
Nope,
Well, that was the 8.
10 was the good one.
So you got a 10. She got a 10.
Okay, you both missed.
You both failed the save.
oh shoot. So I got all this
But you
green.
could add 4 to a save.
Yeah, saving throw.
Ah, yes.
Well,
You
add a D4.
She can't, but he can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
He did.
you did.
Oh, you did?
Okay.
Okay.
You each take 9 points of acidic damage.
But you're resistant to it because you're raging, and she's a
Okay.
bear totem. She's resistant
So
to
it's
everything
half.
except psychic.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's 4.
The
Okay.
Gulabus yells, damn it! You take 4, you take 9, and each of you make a constitution saving throw. Tell me what you get.
20.
Oh, nice.
30-20.
You just shake off this vomit.
I'm immune
What's
to
your
disease
What's your
anyway.
con bonus? Plus 4. This morning I saw the future and I saw you rolled a 13.
Plus 4.
Yeah. So
Me?
she's got a
Okay.
17.
So both you guys shake it off. Neither of you. Well, anyways, it's gross, but you're not compromised in any way.
Okay, wait. So I don't have to take.
You take the
You
damage.
take the damage,
You take the
but-
There was
Nothing
an
worse
extra
happens.
effect that you're not gonna
There's an
take,
extra effect
Yeah.
that you're
Okay.
not subject to. Sorry. I should've done
like poisoned or something. You're not
Okay.
gonna take that damage.
that. Okay, and then.
Is this within the 10 minutes that I was
Oh yeah.
having the extra HP or whatever? Okay.
Oh wait, no, you got that HP. was
All
it?
day.
Yeah.
It's all day.
Okay.
It's like 8
Okay.
hours.
And then the demon makes 2 more.
Don't be
attacks.
afraid. You are very strong.
I know.
You can fight 2 of these by yourself.
So we got the ones in front are again Chesley and Zoe. Let's see. Zoe, it swipes you with its claw.
Oh no, it's got multi-attack.
Okay.
Let me just. So, and again, you're raging. So the total damage is. So it's 2 things. It's gonna have 2 components: 6 slashing damage. So that'd be 3 damage to you, I believe, if you're raging.
Yeah.
Okay. And then 13 poison damage, which again would be half.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so
6.
3. Okay.
6
So that's
So
9
9.
total.
Okay.
Yeah, 9 damage. And then with poison, does she have to make a saving throw to see if she's affected?
If it's poison damage, it doesn't do anything. It
Okay.
has to say that it does something.
Okay, great. And then, who's the other one? Chesley?
Chesley.
Chesley misses. The claw just
This
goes
is,
right by her face. She looks
This
really
is
pissed.
bomb of emboldened.
Uh-huh.
Just gonna go here.
Oh yeah.
So both of them can get a
Yeah, it's these two. Because this is
Yeah, it's me.
radical.
oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
oops. So you can roll a d4 to add to your saving throws. All right, what's next?
Next, it's the top of the order, but there's somebody new that has emerged.
Does he look like a woodcutter that's full of worms?
It is
Worm
a
cutter.
giant fiendish maggot creature that comes crawling out
No.
of
God.
what used to be Giovanni.
Oh no.
And
Oh no.
see how far it moves in a turn.
It's got a hunger for gnomish wizards.
It looks around, and it is pissed too. And it's just gonna go to try to protect. It's
Its friend.
it's Lord.
Its
lady.
lover.
Okay. It attacks Bagheera. And whoa, it rolls a 17, and I'm sure it gets bonuses. So I think Bagheera
Yep.
hits.
You hella hit, yo. Kill, kill, kill! Is there anything woodcuttery about that maggot? About that giant
Well,
worm?
this one came from Giovanni.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Maggoty Major Domo.
5 hit points. No, 8 hit points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Bagheera.
Yep.
And then it also attacks.
Um,
It has these little claws. that it
as
attacks with.
as it hits Bagheera, the icy armor sputters out and sublimates to take some of that damage, and additionally does 10 cold damage in return.
10 cold. There's no saving throw or anything like that.
No, it's when he gets hit. And then
Okay.
He's got armor of
used-
Agathis.
It's basically the first time he gets hit.
Okay. And do you remember the damage I told you?
You told me 8.
8, and so some of it gets absorbed.
So,
Yeah, some of that got absorbed by my temp HP.
Oh, got it. So you took 3.
Yep.
Okay. And then it hits you with its claws,
Yep.
and it does 5 slashing damage.
Okay.
So you took a total of 8 HP.
I took a
Think?
total of. You said the second one was 5. I took a total of 13.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not counting the 10. Yeah, so
So
13. Yeah.
so 3 of which got through.
Oh, okay.
It was 10 temp HP.
Okay. Great. All right. So this maggot. Okay. Back. The maggot's at the top of the order, but now it is
kill all
Pliny's
the
turn.
maggots. Pliny is my name, and killing you is my game, demon. Oh, sorry, I was Sir Chesley was filling me. I'm going to cast Tasha's Mind Whip on the demon. So I need an intelligence save that beats DC 14.
It does not make it.
Okay.
Rolling well. This is not the demon's day.
Uh-oh.
So what happens to it?
It's gonna take 6 psychic damage. That could be higher. And it can't take a reaction until its next turn.
Well, I can't take a reaction anyways. Jake, why don't you describe how this demon falls?
Yeah. Looking at this maggot and all my friends that are like covered in green shit and being towered over by a demon, I point at the demon, and this sort of invisible, like tentacular whip shoots across the room towards it and thwacks it in the head.
Whoa!
And she sort of is like, ah, as her brain is shocked by this thing, and you see her body sort of getting sucked into the invisible whip thing as her mind just goes, ah! And then her head pops, and demon brains spray everywhere. As I say, that is what you get when you mess with us.
She screams out, goodbye.
And then it's Petunia's turn, and she's gonna. May I have your measurer? If I don't get my measurer quicker. It's yours is so clean. Let's find out if she can hit both of these things with a 15-foot
And with
cone.
no friendlies.
Yeah, she can if she goes like here or here. Okay, so she's gonna hit the worm and the rats with her acid breath. So they need to make a dex save, DC 14.
One makes it. It's the worm. The rats. The rats miss. So what happens to the rats?
Hold on one sec. I cast Mind Whip and Magnify Gravity and that. So you said one of them makes it?
The fiendish maggot did fine. Surprisingly dexterous for its.
I'm going to, as a reaction on Petunia's turn, cast Silvery Barbs. My mage is going to cast reaction on the familiar's turn, so you need to re-roll and take the lower of the roll for that thing.
Oh, okay. Now the maggot missed.
Yeah, and Silvery Barbs will also give advantage to Bagheera. You will have advantage on your next attack. And so the owl gets in position and spews a cone of acid all over the back of the giant maggot and the pile of squirmy, poopy rats. And it's 9 acid damage to both of those things.
Okay.
And Pliny yells out, "You dead!" And the owl goes, "Whoo!" And the owl moves back a little bit.
All right. Is Pliny done?
End. Pass.
Okay. Chesley. Sorry.
So,
Thickerwick or whatever your name is.
yes.
Sir Chesley Thistlewick.
Thistle.
You know what? Chesley,
Coconut.
how fragile does Bagheera look to me? Does he look like a softie? He doesn't look fragile? He doesn't look like he needs to be protected from evil? 1,
He's gonna
2,
attack you.
3.
I'm fighting you to prove my dominance.
I'm going to, in that case, I am going to do the classic, just fucking attack with my flaming sword.
The way it's done. Old school.
Nat
Yes.
20.
The classic.
And do I multiply my divine smite? Do I double my divine smite damage too?
I don't know. Let me look.
Any dice you'll roll it. Not static stuff, but any dice you roll.
All right, so I'm gonna roll first. I'm gonna roll my regular. Oh, my regular damage is a D10. So that's 7 plus 4, 11 damage.
Yes,
Okay.
it does get doubled, yes.
Plus,
Wait, hold on. Let's break.
so 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
Plus 6 fire damage.
Okay.
Plus, this is a fiendish creature, right?
It's a fiendish maggot.
All right.
Yeah.
1. That's 7, 9, 12.
We are so powerful.
19,
Yeah.
24,
You're just sitting there rolling dice.
I know
28,
those numbers have
plus 28 radiant damage to this fiend.
Well, remember when she rolled like
does your
66
does
plus
your divine
Yeah.
might cost
16?
you a spell slot
Yes.
every time?
That was my last spell
Oh,
slot.
there you go.
Okay.
So that is going to be a total
The
of
maggot's looking very upset.
30. That's going to be 45 damage to that
Jesus.
maggot. Like radiant light escapes from Chesley Thistlewick's flaming sword as he screams, "Back to the abyss with thee, fiend!"
Love it.
Ah!
Go Chesley.
So
Okay.
do either? Oh, that was all to the maggot,
All to the maggot.
and it's alive.
It's alive.
Yeah,
but
is it? How fucked up does it look?
It looks pretty fucked up and upset. It's got acid on the back.
It's
and
very
It doesn't
upset.
like what you're screaming.
Yeah.
It's like
Is it making a noise? Is it going?
Just for a moment, for a fraction
Or-
of a second,
Yeah.
Bagheera gets that feeling you get when your parent yells at your sibling and you think you're in trouble.
Bagheera takes a hit point of psychic damage. Just kidding, but it is Bagheera's turn, is it? Or Zo? Who did I have go first between Bagheera and Zo last?
The person with the higher dex mod, it technically is the person who goes first.
Zo can go
Zo, go ahead. You go first.
All right, so
I apologize.
let me.
No footsies intended.
I will finish this job.
Kill, kill, kill.
Okay. I have a southern accent, so that's fine. Okay. 7.
You can add
Plus
4.
7.
Plus-
You can add
Wait, I rolled the d20 first, right?
Yeah.
But you also add your
attack
strength,
bonus.
attack bonus, and proficiency. So you
Okay,
get
so
that.
plus 5.
I'm assuming you're proficient in your weapon, so you get plus 2. So you get both of those modifiers.
Okay, 7 plus 7, so 14.
14.
And then-
You hit.
Yeah.
And then 2 of these, right? For the damage?
For damage. Great
Yeah,
sword.
2d6
2d6,
plus
and
5.
you're going to add the plus 5 plus she's raging, so does she get it?
Plus 2, yeah.
Yep. So you're going to add
Okay.
plus 7 or whatever you roll.
Okay, so 7 plus
Plus
2.
5 plus 2.
Okay,
Kill the creatures.
so another 14.
14.
14 damage.
Describe
So.
the death of the fiendish maggot.
We didn't get to question it.
So I take my sword and I just gouge this soft,
Ugh.
like withered, like quivering body, and I just like, and it just sort of squirts out goo and all that, and everybody in this vicinity is in the splash zone.
Yeah.
So
You okay? Do that. Looks like Chesley, Zoe, and Bagheera.
Gross.
A bunch of acidic stuff just like spurts out at you.
And is it full of little maggots?
oh yes, there's so many. There's just maybe I hit the egg sac and
Each
it's
takes 7 hit points of acidic damage.
oh no.
But really, what does it matter? Because it just quivers over. And the 3 of you, that
7
took
hit
the
points
damage,
then?
7 hit points of damage, and you are all extraordinarily nauseous, and you start, whoa, this is disgusting. But,
Like Stand By Me.
but, my friends, the rats disperse out the door, and the battle is over.
Nice. That was awesome. I didn't get to talk. I didn't get a chance to talk to the rats. Darn it.
I don't know if they would have stuck around for 10 minutes while you were
Is there something in this
Any
place
clues?
that can quickly explain to us
Solve
who blew
the
up the
mystery.
oven? Does she have a little note on her corpse that says I blew up the oven?
Well, you hear
other
a noise from like a broom closet, and as the sounds of combat fade away and the music dies, a door opens and a young girl comes out, a tween, say.
A tween.
I knew it was you.
Any
She says, "Who are you? Thank God you saved me. I was trapped."
I know it was you who stole the green powder to blow up your father's oven.
How do you know?
Jacques!
Do not tell my father. He,
Why did you do it?
he was obsessed. He became obsessed with this baking thing. He was using all of our money. I was going to go to the workshop next year for an internship. I was going to learn. I know quite a bit already about mechanisms and implements and gunpowder. And he has just been neglecting me. Jaxel, he's just obsessed with this stupid pie contest.
This is Jada.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kneel. Just give me 1 minute here.
she's crying.
I'm gonna
She's
kneel
crying and
down.
petrified.
Okay, Sir Chesley kneels down
Yeah.
charismatically in front of Jada, and the music starts playing from a very special episode of Family Ties. And Sir Chesley looks in her eyes and says, Jada, we all make mistakes.
And the credits start to roll.
What's important is whether we learn and grow from these mistakes.
She cries.
Your-
She gives you a big hug.
Your
around
father loves you very much. And I think if you tell him exactly what you did, and then exactly what happened to you here, he'll agree that you've been punished enough.
She's crying and
What do you say, kiddo?
take me with you.
Fredia discreetly like wipes away a single tear.
Can I
Make
roll
your child
persuasion
cry.
here?
You don't have to roll, but do you have inspiration?
I don't.
You do now.
Oh, thank you.
As well as an Oscar.
Yeah.
And she's crying and says, would you take me to the workshop? Would you take me to Eleniata?
Let's
And
speak.
before you can answer,
I had such a nice little
I wanted to
one-liner
know
that I
how
was
you
gonna
got
drop on you
involved
guys.
with the maggot.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
Yes.
Let's thank David Zapp for
you.
his wonderful DMing.
That was so fun.
And
that's crazy.
we will move to checkouts. Tim,
Hey.
why don't you go first? What was something you enjoyed about the session and something cool that another player did?
So I really enjoyed. I gotta hand it as expected. Mr. Zaft did an excellent job.
Yes.
World building and role playing various characters, and just generally creating an atmosphere of high Middle Ages whimsy in this village with its baking festival, and I loved and appreciated it. So thank you for that, and a great job role playing each character as well. Something cool that another player did. I enjoyed Zoe's 90 hit point attack, her rage, and like multiple stacked bonuses and stuff. I thought that was outstanding. And then I also enjoyed with Fredia's roleplay was excellent. Bagheera's roleplay was excellent. In particular, everyone's roleplay was excellent in general. And yes, are those the only two things I got to say, or do I?
Yeah, you can say a random thing.
Great,
If you want.
and yeah, great session, lots of fun, enjoyed it, and glad that it ended with another giant demon. As is
Yeah,
past tradition.
demons.
Yeah.
Chesley loves the opportunity to sink his sword Furbrand into a giant demon every other week. He loves it. He can't get enough.
Salim, you are up next.
Okay, I really enjoyed the world. I was already caught up in the baker show-off. You know, it's like cooking television, but better. The showdown, the rivalry, the plot twist of it being the teenager who's kind of causing all this chaos. I really appreciated Sir Chesley's glowing sword moments, raising that thing high, plunging it in with glee, but also the touching moment at the end
Yes.
with our teenager. You know, it's a nice way to put a moral on it. Moments that made me laugh were the door just being unlocked. And a lot of our kind of like over the course of the game trying to reason and persuade these characters. I appreciated that in this campaign. A lot of the role play was through dialogue and just trying to work in different angles to get inside of people's heads or not. Yeah.
Yeah, there was. It felt like a lot happened in the compressed time, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was super fun. I liked the guy hawking up maggots. And how weird that was.
did anyone have a negative experience with that?
I was
No.
literally thinking to myself that I don't think I'll be able to eat an apple until tomorrow. I'm like, not in the mood.
That means you did
I
a
like
good job.
that. I like that. Well, for me, that as a young runaway myself, Radical Hope, that I knew from the fucking gate that it was
They're
that
right
kid. Like I was like rebellious kid, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And I love the new. It was fun to see another tiefling. Always love Chesley's antics, and outrageous goodness. And Frida's trying to be sane. Like, let's talk about it. And just such a fun world and great additions to the universe.
Oh yeah.
Matt?
I admire and respect how a mystery was like satisfyingly pulled together in a very tight short frame. It's so hard to run like a mystery in a satisfying way in one session, in a way where like the clues unfold like in a way that makes sense. So props for that. I enjoyed our dear departed majordomo Giovanni Oro quite a bit. The details about the soup, the banter between the two gnomes of Burgoyne, the characterization of the poor what was it, Mortimer. At the very, very opening, I enjoyed quite a lot how Zoe said, well, I guess there's a reason I'm here. And Radical Hope was like, that's a great attitude.
Yeah. That was
That was just a fantastical opening. Additionally, picturing the sort of the forced smile of Phrygia as she said, and I don't remember the name of it, but she was like, oh, the name of whatever cookbook that Giovanni had mentioned is so well known in Schunkenstadt or whatever the name.
Every Liebenstock kitchen.
Yeah, perfect timing on that.
Zaf, do you want to go now or last?
I'd go last.
Okay,
Yeah.
Zoe, aka MG.
Yeah, that was awesome. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I just love how enthusiastic everybody is, and everybody is really imaginative, and I just felt comfortable right away. So thank you all for welcoming me. And I think Phrygia is my favorite character. I just really loved your role play. It was so good. And yeah, the battle was cool, and just picturing myself like effing shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really liked imagining your huge orc on all fours talking to the dog.
Oh,
Really down.
I love
Yes,
eye
the
with
dog.
it and just having like this really intense conversation.
I just love that we
Yeah.
found out about the relationship through the dog. Like
Yeah.
that's how we found out Carla was the woodcutter's girlfriend.
This is so funny.
Yeah, the talking dog
That was awesome.
was wonderful. So thank you so much.
I'm going to do players first. So I love that you remembered your Speak with Animals skill and used that to our advantage. And great job in your first game of D&D.
Thank you.
Your fun descriptions. Well done. And Matt, I love your sort of literary feeling approach to playing. You know, very descriptive and very like subtly intelligent. Like, hey, how about we just try the handle of the door, among other things. And I like the flavor of your character, and of course I love the flavor of Radical Hope, who is hilarious.
Totally.
And hilarious and helpful and fun to have around. And Phrygia, you made great use of your emboldening bond today.
Yeah.
Helping people with the wonderful combo that it stacks with Bless, so people get 2d4 on an attack hit. That's OPAF. When you chose the cleric class, I wanted to tell you that some people rate the class as broken, but you hadn't played it as broken until today, whereas truly broken. But then again, all we need are stronger monsters to make it less broken. So well done. And your acting moments were,
The scroll.
3 cheers.
Oh yeah.
3 cheers, especially the Family Ties episode at the end is very good. And your sword usage is hilarious. And I'm gonna shout myself out because that's self-care and self-love.
Aw.
Yeah.
Portent is really useful and
Yeah.
gave her that crit.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that was amazing.
66 plus 16
Out of nowhere.
damage. So, thank goodness for Portent. And also, I think this is one of the first times I used Magnified Gravity
That was
because
awesome.
when I'm preparing the spell, I'm like, which one's going to be my actual damage spell? I prepare Magnified Gravity instead of Magic Missile because I get to hit all three of those things, and 3d8 turned into a lot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I felt broken.
I always love the owls.
Dragon.
Yes.
Poison, whatever breath.
Dragon
yeah.
acid.
Yeah, that owl is badass.
It's a nice turn combo to cast Tasha's on my turn, and then the owl blows a cone of acid, and then I cast whatever on its turn to make the thing lose. That's fucking rad. I love D&D! So about the session, it was very fun. It was full of flavor and description. Lots of, from like what all the different soups were and the foods to what the people were wearing and the facial hair of the duo with the oven. It's hard to run a mystery. Mysteries are tricky, and you did it well. And the dog was really fun.
Yeah.
Your characterization of the dog was really fun. As much as the maggots were really gross, that whole motif was interesting to play around in, as long as they don't get inside of me. So great.
I was reading carefully the yellow and red list.
Yeah, great stuff.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Thank you. I had so much fun. This was the second time I've DM'd like in 40 years, so it was like a blast. Thank you guys for participating. I'm going to repeat a lot of what's already been said, but it was so great also having a mix of familiar faces and new faces, and oh my god, your death blows were awesome.
Yeah.
Really well done, and just so much great participation. It was great, and the speak with animals was key, so very good. And then Matt, there were two things. Obviously, the opening of the door. Oh, you know what I loved as a player, and I don't think I've seen this before, but like there's combat going on, and there's stuff going on, and there's carcasses, and Birgira's like, they look like they have it handled. I'm gonna go over here and look around, and see what else is going on. And in fact, we were short on time, but there was more stuff going that was supposed to emerge there, so that would have been really useful.
The
But
cow demon.
I had to. It was going to be some carrion crawlers that emerged, but,
Oh, no.
Giant cow
but the
demon.
minutes were sliding by, and I needed to get back to the story. So, but I just thought that was really smart because it was like they were already hitting. I think the instinct is to go in and do some more damage, and you're like, I'm gonna go and see what else is coming or what else is around.
Oh, yeah,
That was
and,
great.
and kudos on the time management. It's
Yeah.
really hard to make a one shot fit into the amount of time. Whether you have to extend it or you have to shorten it and stuff. And
Yeah.
you were spot on.
Using the dog to accelerate the plot was brilliant. It was brilliant. Using a within-universe device
Yeah,
that
totally.
that was
That you're already
emergent because you
familiar.
didn't know she was going to be able to talk to the dog, or we
Yeah.
were going to have the relationship with the dog.
Right.
Using that to accelerate the plot was perfect. Brilliant
dogs.
problem solving.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Did you get an inspiration? You both you guys take an inspiration for next time. So with that, we'll explain if you don't know. Role play, Radical Hope is just so awesome. And I feel like I just want to have a campaign where a session where we just like hang out with Radical Hope.
Yeah, listen
And
to
just
what
do
she
heavy
has to
role play.
say.
Yeah.
We go to like a music
And she's such a
festival.
different character. Such a different character than Una, who I'm used to playing. It's just like so much fun to see for both of you guys, to see you guys play different characters. Awesome support, so good with the support, and I thought that was so. Had I again, so this is like newbie DM. Had I balanced them better, I think that support would have been even more critical because the encounters ended up being. You guys are just so powerful with 4 fighter types. But
Yeah.
that was really cool. And then Tim, I think you get the Oscar or Emmy for that. I mean, you're always so in character, but that last one where you like went down on your knees and looked into her face and reassured her that what she had done in blowing up her father's oven, life's gonna be okay. It'll get better. That was beautiful.
Yes.
I hope it worked.
And Jake, special props. I was so excited to situate this in this amazing world that you created and see how people reacted. And of course, you were like clued in, and like it was so cool seeing your character be like, everything's a dream. I think this is all a dream, and be like, Elenia tough. And I was worried that you were going to figure out some way to really like take it sideways, but and maybe you were thinking those things, but you stayed within in the adventure. But you're feeling it out to see if
Let me
there's a
go
way to get back to.
Yeah.
We're going to the Mage College.
But we flashed out of existence yet again.
So, anyways, thank you all. This was great fun.
Yay!
Great job.
So.